The following is an exclusive sports presentation of KRDR Classic Hits 105.7 FM, a member of the Blue Sky Media Radio Network.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live to Ranger Field. I'm Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, and we are high above the 50-yard line here in the Dean Linder press box as the Rangers are back in friendly territory this week to take on conference foe, the Mule Riders of Southern Arkansas University. This will be the 13th matchup between these two teams. The previous 12 have ended, well, heavily in the favor of the Mule Riders as they lead the series 10-2 coming into the game this afternoon. Southern Arkansas averages scoring nearly 35 points a game against the Rangers, while Northwestern averages just over 18 points a contest against the Mule Riders. Southern Arkansas went on a bit of a decline the last couple of years, but look to be back in top of the conference form as they are a perennial top 3 or 4 team in the Great American Conference. This year they come in with a 7-2 record against the 0-9 Northwestern Rangers. All of the information on this great matchup and more you'll catch right here as we roll into our Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show on the Ranger Sports Network. We'll take an opening timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, Oklahoma.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listing. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. It's at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Welcome back to Ranger Field. I'm Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. We'll check in quickly with the Rowdy Ranger weather report here on your home for Ranger football. 65 degrees today and sunny in gorgeous Alva, Oklahoma. A wind out of the east at about 8 miles an hour. Feels exactly like it's 65 degrees outside. We've got a 63% humidity and 17 miles of visibility. Looks like everything's ready for my partners, so we'll introduce the whole crew today. Like I said, I'm Matt Adair, joined as always by color commentator extraordinaire Dustin Goodnow. Our spotter and assistant statistician today will be none other than former Division I head football coach, guy that sounds like he spent his younger days on the car lot, none other than Les Miles.
Just let him go. It has to be called.
Only caught a little bit of that down there with the crowd, Mike, as this place is filling up for a big one between the Rangers and the Mule Riders. Going to be a heck of an opportunity today for the Rangers to find win number one. But, boy, there is a big opponent that is standing in their way. At this point, let's welcome in Dustin Goodnow as we start to move into our talk about action going on around the Great American Conference today in our slate of games. Dustin, another wonderful Saturday afternoon for Great American Conference football.
It certainly is. And, Matt, you look at the weather, it's a terrific day for college football. Very little wind out there as you see the flag moving a little bit in the end zone, but not much at all. And really, it's a beautiful day weather-wise for Northwestern. It's good to be back here at home inside the Dean Linder press box here in Alva. We'll finish up with Southern Arkansas, of course, today and next week against Southwestern for Ranger Preview. And it's wild to think that we're already here towards the end of the season. Football, to me, it always goes very, very fast in the fall. But excited for this one today. Rangers, again, being back here at home. I expect them to play a lot better than they have on the road recently. And, again, you're right. They're going to play a very, very good opponent. Southern Arkansas with just 2 losses this season. But they're going to bring in one of the better rushing attacks, not only in the Great American Conference, but in the entire country here against Northwestern today.
They certainly are, and they're led, of course, by the spark plug, if you will, none other than Mr. Obi Jones, who we've seen since he was a youngster down there at Southern Arkansas. And he's gotten a little bit more, or seems to me to have progressed, becoming more and more impressive each year. He's definitely a dual-threat quarterback, and he is a dangerous runner, decent thrower, but a dangerous, dangerous runner. That seems to be where he's getting it done this season, at least with his legs. In fact, some of the statistics on Obi Jones, he's 137 for 218. He's got 1,450 yards on the season, 11 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions, averages 161 yards a game, completes 62% of his passes. As a rusher, he's got 14 touchdowns, 846 yards. He averages 94 yards a game on the ground, and he is a 2-time GAC Offensive Player of the Week. He's the highlight reel himself, just Obi Jones, and it's tough to find a quarterback, or it's tough to find an instance lately where the Rangers have handled a running quarterback well. I think Obi Jones will be a challenge today.
No, he certainly is, and it's not just him. You look at these 2 running backs that he sports behind him, and you'll see him sometimes line up in the backfield with him out of the shotgun. Jarek Scales, who's a terrific tailback. He's rushed for almost 800 yards this season, and Caden Roach, who's carried it almost 70 times for almost 500 yards this season. Both those 2 guys are outstanding tailbacks. That's where everything it starts with Southern Arkansas is the rushing attack. And, again, they do have some receivers they'll go to. We talked about it with Coach Jones on Wednesday. The tight end seems to be one of the favorite targets. That's Matt Witten. We expect him to have some grabs as well here today. But if the Rangers are going to have any success and win the game here this afternoon, they're going to have to stop this rushing attack and really put pressure on Obi Jones to beat him downfield with the passing game.
They're going to need the defense they brought against Oklahoma Baptist and an offense they have not found yet.
Yeah, that's perfect.
There we go.
That's the way to say it.
So the Rangers last week were on the road where they took a beating at the hands of Henderson State. That was a 51-0 shutout. 3rd shutout for the season for the Rangers this so far. Goodness, I'm bumbling this whole thing up. It must be this booth. Something about it. Yeah. 3rd shutout that the Rangers have suffered this season. Other games across the conference, Oklahoma Baptist found a big win against Arkansas Monticello, 28-7. I think I had picked Arkansas Monticello in that one, hoping that they would hold up. Dustin Goodnow took the Bison of Oklahoma Baptist. Harding rolls to a win that surprised absolutely nobody. They beat Southeastern 55-0. The only surprise in that one was that Southeastern failed to get on the scoreboard. Arkansas Tech gets a win against East Central in a tight one, 18-16. Tech with the dub, and they seem to be rolling in the late part of the season. And, of course, Southwestern defeated by Southern Arkansas in a 41-10 contest. Hopefully not the same fate we have here at Ranger Field this time, but certainly something to look at because Northwestern and Southwestern have fared very similarly to similar opponents in the GAC. Both of those teams, Northwestern and Southwestern, still looking for win number 1. Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show rolling on. We're going to turn things over to Chase Hartzell and the group with the Great American Rewind, and it will be coming up right after these messages from our incredible sponsors. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, Oklahoma.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hope Pregnancy Center is now open in Alva. We are training our nurse manager and need pregnant women for a free ultrasound and special gift. If you are 6 to 20 weeks pregnant, please call 580-327-9091 today. Our services include free and confidential pregnancy testing, ultrasound, options education, and resources. Schedule your appointment with Hope Pregnancy Center at 580-327-9091.
Farmers are the backbone of our country, especially right here in Western Oklahoma. And we've got our farmers' backs at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. We are here to serve all needs to our farmers and ranchers with livestock loans, rural loans, real estate loans, operating loans, and of course, agribusiness loans. Serving our farmers since 1916 at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. Call or come by today and speak to one of our loan officers in Alva, Anadarko, Clinton, Elk City, Guyman, Tuttle, and Woodward.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply, or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
GAC Rewind. I'm Chase Hartzell. Kendall Gibbons and Eli Livingston each rushed for 2 touchdowns in Ouachita's 49-28 win at Southern Nazarene. Connor Flanagan caught 8 passes for 149 yards, and Riley Harms completed 16 of 22 passes for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Tigers. The Tigers increased a 14-point halftime lead in the third quarter, thanks in part to this 21-yard touchdown run from Livingston, as called by Rex Nelson on the Ouachita Football Network.
First down and 10 at the 21. Eli Livingston will run it inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, 4. Promised land. Touchdown, Eli Livingston. Touchdown, Ouachita.
Harding posted its 3rd shutout of the season in a 55-0 win at Southeastern Oklahoma State. The Bisons rushed for 436 yards and 7 touchdowns, 2 each from Cole Keelan and Chauncey Martin. Harding scored on 5 of its first 6 half possessions. The Bison's defense forced 5 turnovers on the game, 4 interceptions, and a fumble. Ty Duggar accounted for 2 of those interceptions, and a Dre Hall sack forced this fumble, as heard here from Billy Morgan on the Harding Sports Network.
Conaway taking, and he's sacked. Dre Hall forced a fumble. It's scooped up by Clark Griffin, and the Bisons have it back. 3rd forced turnover here in the first half by the Bison defense. Dre Hall forced that fumble, and then Clark Griffin scooped it up, and the Bisons will get it right back with 1:16 left until halftime.
Oklahoma Baptist led 21-7 at halftime, and the defense held UAM to a season-low 149 yards and a 28-7 win over the Boll Weevils. The Bison defense recorded 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Scooter Baker recorded 19 tackles, and Jake Landers had 13 tackles and a team-leading 2.5 tackles for loss. Aiden Thompson threw for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Bison. Here's the play of the game from Todd Miller on the Bison Sports Network.
It skips back to him, and they almost got home again. End-over-end kick, and this will be returned. From the 46, slips free of a tackler, now jumps over a defender, bounces out, coming left. Tanique Taylor still on his feet. 40, outside the numbers to the 30, to the 20, could go to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma Baptist. Holy Toledo, Tariq Taylor. How about that? He bounced off the defender who then went to the turf, and he said, excuse me, I'm going to high step over you. And then once he got wide left outside the numbers on a wet field, Arkansas Monticello could not catch him.
Arkansas Tech made it 4 wins in its last 5 outings with an 18-16 win over East Central in Ada. After surrendering an ECU field goal in the first 7 minutes of the game, the Wonder Boys tallied 18 unanswered points to give ATU a 15-point advantage heading into the fourth quarter. Tay Gatewood completed 15 of his 26 passes for 140 yards, and the Wonder Boys 2 scores. This 21-yard touchdown pass from Gatewood to Caleb Tannis gave Arkansas Tech a 2-score advantage heading into the half. Here's the call from Sam Straisner on River Country KCJC.
Gatewood, 2 receivers right, 1 to his left. Deuce Wise with him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Gatewood throws for Tannis into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas Tech on the pass from Tay Gatewood to Caleb Tannis. A 21-yard scoring strike. Tay Gatewood's second touchdown pass of the day in his return to Norris Field, and the Wonder Boys lead 15-3 late in the second quarter.
Southern Arkansas got back to winning ways with a 41-10 victory over Southwestern Oklahoma State. SAU quarterback O.B. Jones totaled 3 touchdowns on the day, while running back Caden Roach led the Mule Riders' ground game with 75 rushing yards and 1 score. Melvin Smith Jr. got the defense in on the scoring with a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown late in the third quarter. Roach's rushing touchdown put the Mule Riders up by 3 scores late in the first half. Here's the call of that score from Dan Gregory on the Mule Rider Sports Network.
Man in motion for the Mule Riders. Reed from the right to left. Handoff goes to Roach. Roach runs left. Broken tackle inside the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Southern Arkansas. Caden Roach refused to go down, and he took it 10 yards for the score.
Henderson State blanked Northwestern Oklahoma State 51-0. The Reddies put 23 points on the board in the first quarter before scoring 4 additional touchdowns throughout the second and third quarters. Quarterback Andrew Edwards was 18 of 22 passing for 331 yards and 5 touchdowns. His top target was Chris Hatzes, who posted 6 receptions for 91 yards and a score. After Caden Calloway forced a safety early in the first quarter, Cameron Thomas returned the free kick for a 72-yard score. Here's the call of that touchdown from Blake Smith on the Henderson State Sports Network.
He will kick it high and pretty short again. It'll be fielded by Cam Thomas at the 29-yard line this time. And there goes Cam Thomas into Northwestern territory, and he's gone. A 71-yard return by Cam Thomas for a ready touchdown.
This week in the Great American Conference, all the games will be kicking off in the afternoon, starting with Oklahoma Baptist at Ouachita at 1 o'clock. There are 3 2 o'clock kickoffs, including Southern Arkansas at Northwestern Oklahoma State, Southern Nazarene at Arkansas Monticello, and Henderson State at Southwestern Oklahoma State. At 3 o'clock, it'll be ECU at Harding, and the last kickoff of the day is at 4 o'clock between Southeastern Oklahoma State and Arkansas Tech. This has been the Week 9 GAC Rewind. I'm Chase Hartzell.
With winter right around the corner, Holder Drug in Alva wants to remind you about vaccinations this year. Right now, Holder Drug is giving immunizations for the flu, COVID, RSV, shingles, and pneumonia. Stop in today to schedule your appointment. Christmas Open House begins November 11th, and the 13th begins our 12 Days of Christmas sales, including an annual gift with a gift purchase. As always, free deliveries with your medications and prescriptions, and specials happening at our fountain. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Life happens to us when we are busy making other plans. That's why the good people at Marshall Funeral Home make it their mission to take the stress and uncertainty out of ceremonial services. Marshall Funeral Home offers traditional services, giving your loved one the care and attention they deserve. Give Marshall Funeral Home a call at 580-327-2311 or visit us online at marshallfuneralhomes.com.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org That's okimready.org or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard. Good afternoon, Ranger Nation. Welcome back to the Dean Linder Press Box, high above Ranger Field. Northwestern again playing in Alva this afternoon against the Mule Riders of Southern Arkansas University. Mule Riders come in with a 7-2 record. They lead the series 10 wins to 2 losses in a matchup battle that dates back all the way to 1977, the 13th meeting between these two teams coming up here shortly. At this time, we want to turn our attention to the starting lineups for both of our teams this afternoon. Speaking of the starters, Dustin, did you know?
Yeah, did you know the Alva Moose Lodge is the sponsor for our starting lineups all throughout the season, of course, for Northwestern and Alva. But did you know last night the Alva Moose Lodge hosted their monthly karaoke night, and it was a massive success. It was a really good crowd that came out last night. I believe somebody had a birthday, and they had a bunch of people there. So, again, shout out to the Alva Moose Lodge for doing that monthly karaoke event and always putting on such a good time with that as well.
Remember, you are always welcome at the Moose Lodge as a member of a qualified guest. So thank you for the Moose Lodge and their continued support of these athletes, both Northwestern and Alva High, and all of the good and charitable work that they do in our community here in Alva. We love all of the folks down there at the Moose. So let's introduce the starting lineups. I'll start with the Rangers defensively. This time for Northwestern across the front lines, they will start left defensive end, 22 tackles on the season. He goes 6'3", 245 pounds. That's Zay Curry. Inside defensive line will be Chase Stokes and Gabe Dozier. Those guys are 6'4", 260 and 6'1", 250 pounds, respectively. And then the outside guy on the right end of the line will be number 6, Chima Oz, 6'3", 235-pound senior from Houston, Texas. 35 tackles on the season for Chima. Linebacking core will consist of Barrett Gilbreth, Drake Fain, Antoine Martin. They will be helped out by Wasey Williams, Wilson Cowell, and Jaden Frazier. Those are your starters and backups in that internal linebacking crew. Corners today will be Isaiah Kellum and Cameron Lee. And then your defensive backs will be Braden Waters and Dawson Marchant. And that right there is your Ranger defense. Dustin, turn it over to you for I think you're going to do offense for
Southern Arkansas.
There we go.
We'll go look at the Southern Arkansas offensive line from left to right. At the left tackle, Colton Greer. Thomas Bowman at the guard position. The center will be Zach Thompson. The right guard will be Cade Baker and Dylan Crippen at the right tackle. The two outside receivers, Kendall Williams and Cole Williams. The tight end today, of course, Matt Witten. The other receiver spot, it will be Camden Perry. Witten is the leading receiver with 289 yards on the season and 3 touchdowns. Quarterback today, of course, for Southern Arkansas, we've talked a lot about him. Obie Jones, who's thrown for 1,450 yards, 11 touchdowns to 5 picks. He's averaging about 161 yards per game. He's completing 62% of his passes. His longest pass of the year is just 40 yards, though. Has carried the ball 136 times for 846 yards and 14 rushing touchdowns. He's averaged about 94 a game, and he's the 2-time Great American Conference Offensive Player of the Week. The two running backs we will talk about, and we'll see these names a lot here this afternoon, Jarek Scales and, of course, Caden Roach. Scales, again, the leading rusher as far as running backs goes. Carried the ball 133 times for 746 yards. Had 2 touchdowns and 89 yards a year ago against Northwestern. Roach had 74 yards and a touchdown against the Rangers in 2022. Matt, offensively for Northwestern.
We'll pick that up right after we join the Ranger band for this amazing rendition of the national anthem.
Actually, I think this is the Northwestern right now.
The fight song. So we've got a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't pick it up in the crowd mic for some reason so far. Starting for the Northwestern Rangers across the offensive line, you've got left tackle Josh Baker, 6'3", 290-pounder from Crum, Texas. Left guard is Stephen Cates, 6'5", 315-pound graduate student from Austin, Texas. Kingston Leota is the center right now for the Rangers. He was a fullback just a few weeks ago, and our starting center went down. Kingston Leota willing to step up into that spot. Little undersized, but man, does he do a fantastic job for the Rangers, and talk about just an all-around good guy and team player, Kingston Leota. He's 5'9", 230 pounds from Euless, Texas, playing center today for the Rangers. Right guard is Javion Combs, 6'5", 350-pound graduate student from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And the right tackle's Gavin Hewlett, the 6'3", 285-pounder from North Richland Hills, Texas. In the wide receiving core, you will have Roy O'Kyle and Braden Reichert as the outside wide receivers, right and left. Inside receivers will be Torrance Stevens and Travis Romar. Your starting quarterback today is Ethan Everson, and in the backfield, expect to see Jashawn Foster and Darian Lowe splitting those carries among themselves. Jashawn, of course, our starting running back.
Fight song going on right now, played by the band. Let's get the defensive end for Southern Arkansas here real quick. Again, left to right across the defensive line, Hunter Hewitt, Elvis Calhoun, the defensive tackle, the nose tackle, Nathan Earl Jr., and Dawson Scott, a guy to keep an eye on that defensive line. 37 tackles, 9.5 for a loss, 6 sacks. The linebackers, Gavin Rowe and Jacob Berry. Berry, another terrific player. At the star position will be Deontay Barnes. The two corners are very, very good players in Zay Woods and Melvin Smith Jr. Zay Woods with 4 interceptions and 5 breakups on the year. He was the GAC Defensive Player of the Week in Week 5. On the other side for the corner, Melvin Smith Jr. has 14 breakups, 2 picks. Those 14 breakups are 6th in all of Division II. He was the Week 9 GAC Defensive Player of the Week. And the two safeties, Hosea Singleton and Javion Gathright. So again, that's the starting lineup for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders, and of course they're led by head coach Brad Smiley, who's 12-8 and 1-0 against the Rangers in his second season at the helm of the Mule Riders.
I'll tell you this, though, Brad Smiley was never drafted by an NFL team. Head coach Ronnie Jones, check mark right there. Start off with a moral victory. We'll take a quick break and be back with more. You're listening to the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show right here on your home for Ranger Football 105.7.
When was the last time you evaluated your investment goals? With our ever-changing environment, it's time. Talk to us about locking in a high, long-term fixed interest rate and put your money to work for you. I'm Whitney Gum, and here at E&J Financial, we work with you to implement a custom plan to fit your financial goals. Call our office today at 580-327-2552 to book a complimentary financial review.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors. Cambridge and E&J Financial are not affiliated.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Before you hit the road this football season to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs, be sure to stop into K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound. So let their certified technicians help with preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, tire wear, brake checks, and oil changes. So get to the game safely this fall by stopping into K&S Tire, located at 2590 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Ranger Field. Out of our timeout, Dustin Goodall alongside Matt Adair as we take a look at some news and notes before we get to kickoff and our G&G Home Furnishings keys to the game. Yeah, we talked about it. This is the 13th meeting all-time between the two schools, the 10th in the Division II era. The first matchup ever between Northwestern and Southern Arkansas was won by the Mule Riders back in 1977. They defeated Northwestern 29-27. Southern Arkansas has won 8 of the 9 matchup against the Rangers by an average of 28 points per game and by an average of 30 points of the game's play here at Alba. And for the Rangers, you know, this is going to be another week that they're going to face one of the top defensive teams as far as sacks go in the Great American Conference. Southern Arkansas is third in the GAC in sacks with 23, only behind Oklahoma Baptist and Harding. And, of course, Jarek Scales leads the loaded backfield for the Mule Riders, a first-team All-GAC selection a year ago where he rushed for over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns and nearly 6 yards per carry. And, of course, Southern Arkansas boasts one of the top rushing attacks in the GAC and Division II. They're averaging nearly 273 yards on the ground per game, and that's 5th best in Division II, Matt.
They're a really good team, Dustin, and I think, you know, you hit it on the head as far as what you're looking at and what the Rangers need. Biggest thing for me is when we talk about the keys is going to be more, a lot of times we call it, you know, keys to victory. What do we need to do to get a win? A win would be awesome. At this point, I would just want to see some really steady improvement for the Rangers. Defensively, I think they've got the ability to play better than they have at times. We've seen flashes of greatness. If they could pull that together into an entire game like they did against OBU would be tremendous. And then offensively just kind of build on a little bit of what's there. There's some very talented guys in that offense, not only in the skill positions for the wide receivers, but a couple of these linemen that are seniors and graduate students. You've got some experience there. Continue to work on that. And I think the little improvements are the things that you're looking for. For Northwestern defensively against Southern Arkansas, you probably can't stop everything, but take something away. Either take away the rush, take away the quarterback, take away the pass, make them feel uncomfortable at least for a part of the game.
Yeah, that's kind of want to be one of my keys to the game. Again, they're brought to you by G&G Home Furnishings. Limit the run game. I don't think you're going to completely stop it. And then Northwestern's going to have to find the ability to move the football offensively. Just 85 yards last week against Henderson State. And this is a defense that gives up about 360 yards per game. They're probably about an average to maybe above average defense in the Great American Conference. I think their Rangers are going to have some opportunities in some matchups. And special teams has got to be a lot better for Northwestern. It was very poor a week ago. You had the snap over the punter's head. You gave up the kickoff return for a touchdown. So special teams, Rangers have got to be better in this week if they're going to pick up a victory.
And that's a setback because the Rangers have been really consistent on special teams this season so far. Really have avoided the big mistakes and the give-ups in the special teams market, but last week got the better of them. Well, the Rangers have won the toss and deferred, so Southern Arkansas will get the ball to start things off. We'll go to our final timeout, and when we get back, it's the opening kick of the game brought to you by the Ridgeview Veterinary Clinic right here in Alva. This will pull it curtain closed on the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show. You're listening to Ranger Football brought to you by Holder Drug.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's Chicken Fried Steak, Don's Hamburger Steak, and Joe's Chicken Tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Fall is here, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings in Alva. Don't miss out on all the deals with their annual Veterans Day sale happening at G&G. Dining room sets, recliners, sofas, and mattresses are just some of the items on sale until November 11th. Stop by their showroom today to see all the spectacular savings happening store-wide. For listings on all their products, visit their Facebook page with daily posts, visit their website at gnghomefurnishings.com, or stop by and say hello and browse the showroom in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Ranger Field here in Alva, Oklahoma, as we await the opening kickoff. Southern Arkansas will be receiving. Northwestern will be kicking off. Again, left to right across your radio dial. Some other numbers for you before we get to kickoff. Southern Arkansas, again, offensively scoring, defensively giving up about 26 points per game. They're giving up 362 yards, 174 of those on the ground, 187 through the air. giving up 39% on third downs, and of course 6 of 17 on fourth downs. They've forced 17 turnovers so far this season. Turnover margin for the Mule Riders is +6. As opening kickoff is underway. Short high kick be taken at the 24, up past the 25 to the 30, and dropped at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Mule Riders will start. Returning that one for Southern Arkansas was Gomez.
Returned by Gomez.
And that's where they'll start 1st and 10.
So there you have it, the first special teams play for the Rangers. Brings a Mule Rider return to a stop at the 32. Not a great stop, but that's okay. You can live with that one, I think.
Well, again, this offense averaged about 35 points per game. Again, a lot of it done on the ground. They're second in the GAC offensively at 450 yards a game, 273 on the ground, 177 through the air. And they're only have given up 14 sacks so far this season. That's 5th best in the Great American Conference. Very good on third down. It's their 3rd in the GAC at converting nearly 48% of the time as we get our first look at Obie Jones. And quite a formation here, Matt.
Yeah, they've got Obie Jones, Jarique Scales, and Caden Roach all out there together. This will be a little swing pass to the side, to the flat, and that's going to go into the hands of Scales on first down. Rangers stop that one immediately. And I can't tell if that's a play that the Rangers had seen on film or just a really bad play that OBU should throw away. Because that one went nowhere. Second down, Obie Jones out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking right, throwing right. It is complete. And out across the 40-yard line go the Mule Riders. Cole Williams on the reception. Looks like Isaiah Kellum out there on the stop for the Rangers. Might have been Bashu Delco, actually.
First third down of the day. Southern Arkansas going quickly, Matt.
Jones takes it, handoff up the middle, Scales, and he is going to be hit just across the line of scrimmage. Boy, not the first series you thought you'd see for the Mule Riders, as Scales is stopped shy of the 45-yard line, but just enough to move the chains. I didn't think they got it at first. That's a decent spot. Moved it about a yard forward. Back to Jones. Play action. Wants to throw. Looking right. Now wants to run. Dumps one over the middle at the last second. Complete to Scales at the 40. Inside the 35. Head down, diving to the 30. 2 Rangers there to make the stop.
Well, that's a good job by Obie Jones. Was wanting to go down the field with the deep ball. Rangers had it covered up, but we saw Scales just kind of sneak out of the backfield, and Jones rolling to his right, threw it back across with that left hand for a first down.
Snap back to Jones. Handoff Scales again. Big hole. This time he'll get out across the 20. There was only one man stopping him from a touchdown. That was Braden Waters, who has made the tackle for the Rangers.
Boy, this team goes so fast, Matt. This is probably the fastest team, I think, in the Great American Conference offensively, getting up to the line again already.
They waste no time. Handoff, Scale. No, Jones on the keeper this time. Evades one tackle. That was Antoine Martin. Got all the way to the backfield. Obie Jones on his feet, able to crawl forward to about the 15-yard line. That should have been a 5-yard loss. Yeah, ends up being a short game.
Drake Fain, another one of those guys, just whiffed on the tackle that time. They had a chance to stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Bad snap. It's on the turf. Jones picks it up, looks to pass, now steps up under pressure, evades one tackler, escapes to the outside. A pitch-forward pass intended for Cole Williams, and I thought it was complete. Then it dumped out onto the turf, and the play's been stopped.
Matt, that again, that's unbelievable that Obie Jones was able to get out of that sack and evade every one of Ranger defenders up there near the line of scrimmage, and then just kind of just flicked it forward. You know, that's something you see Patrick Mahomes do on Sundays with that little touch pass, and that one should have been caught as Williams had it in his hands and then initially dropped it.
So now third down and 7 to go. Ball's going to be spotted at the 15-yard line. Jones out of the shotgun, 4 wideouts. Takes the snap, looking left, throwing left. That one off target, out of bounds, and a flag comes in. Wow. They're going to call pass interference on a ball that was thrown out of bounds that nobody in their right mind would have had a chance to catch. Funny, we had a conversation about passes just like that the other day, but referees talking with each other, and I think they're going to wave that off. The side judge realized that he has no clue what he was doing throwing the flag right there, and the other guy made him pick it up.
Yeah, that's a good call, and it's good by the officials to get together and, you know, and clean that one up, because, yeah, I'm with you. That ball was not going to be caught, and you can't throw a flag there, and that was pretty good coverage anyway on the near side against Williams. So we're going to see Hayden Nitz come out. Redshirt freshman. He's 6 of 9 on field goals this season.
And this one will be a 32-yarder, ball at the 15. They'll snap it back to the 22, kick it from there. Snap back, ball down low, no good. The Rangers have turned away the Mule Riders on their first offensive possession. It will die at the 22-yard line in Ranger territory.
Matt, that's a huge stop for the Ranger defense. You know, again, and Southern Arkansas has really nobody to blame but themselves. Cole Williams dropping that ball on the far sideline after the little touch pass from Obi Jones. But that's a huge stop for the Rangers defensively to hold Southern Arkansas to 0.
Absolutely is. We've got a media timeout. This will be an Ignite Physical Therapy media timeout. We'll take one in the booth. It's 0-0. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one AC debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Such a good song, I wanted to get out in front of it.
You're right.
Everson in for the Rangers today. Ethan Everson, your starting quarterback. He'll take opening snap number 1, throws immediately to his right side. That one is complete to Torrance Stevens, and T-Man is spun out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Rangers took over there at the 20. Ball was snapped at the 15, missed field goal. For some reason in college football, I guess you don't get it at the spot where the field goal was missed. If it's inside the 15, they give it back to you at the 20. I don't know. A couple of these rules need somebody to come and talk to me about so we can get them squared away, because some of them are just getting silly. This is one of them. Handoff this time to Foster, and he will dive forward. Left side, Lake trying to get in behind those offensive linemen. Good stop by the Mule Riders. Johnny on the spot. Damon LeGrand, I believe.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Rangers.
Brings up, if you can't hear Terry Loman, he sounds great today. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Rangers.
But again, this is where you want to be if you're Northwestern against Southern Arkansas, and 3rd and manageable here, and that's because you had a good pickup on 1st down with the quick pass out to Torrance Stevens.
Braden Reichert split wide to the near side. I believe it's Stevens wide to the far side. 2 men in the backfield with Everson. Play action, throws complete to Braden Reichert. He will catch it at the 32-yard line, and he'll get forward for a Ranger 1st down.
Hey, it's a good call. Good. Again, they're getting these 2 throws early have been, quickly out of the hands of Everson, and Reichert wide open makes the grab. Of course, Zay Woods has got 2 tackles now as he wrapped up Stevens and Reichert there, but that's a big 1st down for the Rangers offensively.
I don't know what Dax Benway was doing, but man, he was flying down the sideline talking to a couple of his guys with the special teams units after that 1st down. They're fired up. And now a play is going to be blown dead. Flag on the far side. This is usually going to be a false start on the offense.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 79 offense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down. False start.
And I don't want to jinx anything, but hey, the mic for the official worked. I don't want to jinx anything now, but
See, if that becomes a thing where it just consistently does it, we may have to sell a feature for that one.
Right, yeah.
Now it'll definitely stop working. That'll help. Here we go. Rangers still in possession, but the thing that you hate to see, it's just a 5-yard penalty on the false start, but now you're playing behind the chains. Ball backed up all the way to the 28. Everson out of the shotgun. 2 wideouts in the formation. He will fake the give to Foster. Ethan Everson on the keeper across the 35-yard line and stopped. He got to the 36. They're going to back him up to the 35.
I like that little read option run that time from Everson, and Boy, sucked that Southern Arkansas defense going left, and boy, they all went with it. They did not think Everson was going to keep it, and he picked up a nice gain.
Got an injury timeout. I wonder what was going on. There's a Ranger player down just shy of the 40-yard line, laying right on the sideline. So the referees have stopped time. We'll take our first injury timeout of the game. 0-0, 10-11 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Alva Health and Wellness is Alva's newest healthcare option, offering a broad array of services geared to address today's most common illnesses and injuries. Alva Health and Wellness offers services for you and your child, including sickness, wellness, chronic care management, vaccinations, weight loss, and so much more. Find more information online by visiting alvahealthandwellness.com or come by and make an appointment with Jeremy Logston in person at 515 College Avenue right here in Alva.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply, or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Lath Shelley, the tight end, who was banged up on that last play, comes off the field, training staff attending to him. Snap back to Everson. Looking to throw, launches one. Ethan Everson with an arm, bobbled and caught. Can you believe it? No, they're going to take that catch away from him. Oh, my goodness. Looked like it was a catch at the 29-yard line in Mule Rider territory. Referee waves it off.
Well, and that was a heck of a play by Torrance Stevens. Stevens, stay with that one. And Everson wanting Coach Ronnie Jones to challenge that. I don't think you're going to see the challenge flag come out, though, but that was still a terrific throw and nearly a catch for Torrance Stevens.
Well, and I tell you what was the most impressive part for me is the way that Torrance Stevens fought through that obvious pass interference to get a tip on that ball and then almost brought it down. Rangers don't get a flag or the benefit of the call as the ball goes to the turf, and it will now bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Rangers. Everson again back to pass, pressure coming. Ethan on the escape, cannot get away this time. Big sack by Dawson Scott. He is the 6'4", 240-pound junior. Well, and Everson is still down. That one was a pretty good sack from behind, and that's going to leave Ethan Everson in the turf.
Yeah, that was a big rush that time from Dawson Scott. And we talked about, them getting to the quarterback this year. They came in with 23 sacks, make it 24. Now 7 of those belonging to the junior Dawson Scott, and that was a big hit as Everson's still down on the ground.
Well, let's take a second injury timeout as Keith Ware and company get out to evaluate Ethan Everson. As we break away, 9:38 left to go in quarter number 1. It's scoreless at Ranger Field, and you're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva.
At Ignite Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street, or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
Welcome back. Ethan Everson able to come off under his own power. Rangers punted away a end-over-end punt, low-driven punt fielded by Jawan Moody. No fair catch called. Rangers have had hands on him twice now, can't bring him down. Third guy gets a hold of him and very gently places him on the turf. Everybody wanted to take a leveling shot on Moody and just very elusive. Rangers finally had to very carefully get him wrapped up and bring him to the turf.
Well, and we just had another media timeout, Matt.
Wonderful. We'll take a quick timeout in the booth. This one brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. Still scoreless at Ranger Field. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Looking for the best in lawn care? Peak Environment has you covered. We offer a wide range of services, including full-service mowing, weed control, Christmas light installation, and more. Peak Environment provides efficient and affordable services across Northwest Oklahoma with branches in Alva, Enid, and Woodward. Call our office today at 580-748-8003 for a free quote on any service. That's Peak Environment, 748-8003. Proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
A hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers,
Welcome back to Ranger Field. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, Les Miles, guest spotter and statistician today. Officials have the ball marked down officially at the 30-yard line. That is where the Mule Riders will take over 1st and 10. Both squads' first offensive series stopped. The Mule Riders missed a field goal. The Rangers failed to move the ball for a second first down. Obi Jones back out of the shotgun. Will take the snap, hand off to Scales, running right, slips through the first wave of defenders, able to keep his feet chopping to the 39. I said Scales, that's actually Roach carrying the ball that time. Caden Roach, 6'1", 205-pound junior from Magnolia, Arkansas. A local for SAU. Snap back to Jones, wants to throw over the middle. It is complete at the 41. Dodges a tackle to the 45, to the 50, downhill to the 40, to the 35 before the Rangers decide to take him down. Seth Johnson on the reception, and that was a fantastic run after catch for Johnson. There's a flag down, and this looks like it's going to go against the Mule Riders. It's going to bring back at least a part of that game.
Yeah, this is going to be a hold on the outside by one of the receivers.
Number 80. 10 yards from the spot.
Jakarian Lockett will be the guilty party for the Mule Riders, and that's going to race a big play for them offensively.
There we go. I was going to say, they said it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Well, when you back up 10 from where the foul occurred, it was still a first down. So Mule Riders move the chains. They just stay on their own side of the field. Ball will be placed down at the 44-yard line in Mule Rider territory. Handoff. It is Roach again, cutting to the outside, gets to near midfield before he gets tattooed by Bashu Delco on the far side.
Man, that's a big stop from Bashu Delco, because if he's able to get by Delco, there is a lot of running room down that sideline, and so that's a big hit from Delco to hold him to at least 6 yards, because it could have been a lot more than that.
Roach got hit pretty hard. In fact, he went out to the sideline after that. He still kind of squatted down, looked like maybe trying to catch his breath, and Jarek Scales back into the game for the Mule Riders. Jones will go out of the gun again. Ball at the 50-yard line. Two wide receivers to the near side, tight end to the far side. Play action. Obi Jones wants to throw, has a man, throws, and it's caught at the 25, now down to the 20. Two men closing on the Mule Riders at the 5 to the 4. Touchdown, Seth Johnson, as the Rangers secondary gets cooked like breakfast on a crossing route call for the Mule Riders. And Obi Jones, Dustin, what a pass, hit him in stride.
He did, and you saw Cameron Lee come over, and I thought he was going to actually have a chance to maybe make a play on that and was not able to. And, yeah, I mean, he kind of almost pulled his hands away, and well, it's an easy grab and catch for Seth Johnson, as that's his second touchdown of the season, 12th on the year for Obi Jones, as SAU draws first blood.
That one certainly a breakdown in coverage somewhere. Point after attempt is up and good. Mule Riders lead by 7. We'll take it on the Community Bank scoreboard. There are 7 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
We know how much love your pet gives you. We're Ridgeview Veterinary Hospital, and we're always here for you and your pet. Ridgeview Vet Hospital provides the most comprehensive care from regular checkups to emergency. Ridgeview Vet Hospital proudly provides veterinary services to all animals, large or small. Visit us today to let Dr. Lohman and his staff take care of your extended family, located right here in Alva, or call us to schedule your appointment at 580-327-0201. Ridgeview Vet Hospital is a proud supporter of Alva and Northwestern activities.
Keeping your car clean is an inexpensive way to protect its value. Shirley Shine Car Wash, located west of Love, offers a 6-bay self-serve car wash, including 3 truck bays. Your wash options include soap, tire cleaner, foamy brush, wax, spot-free rinse, and air chamois. And you can pay with credit, debit card, or quarters. Don't just clean the outside, clean the inside with its self-serve car vacuum. You can also clean your pet with their self-serve dog wash. Company vehicle? Be sure to ask about our fleet account, so the next time your vehicle needs rinsed or detailed, come by Shirley Shine Car Wash, located right here in Alva.
Hey, come on, take a ride. There's a party over there that ain't no job. It's live.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Obi Jones passes across the middle to Seth Johnson, a 50-yard touchdown strike for the Mule Riders. They now lead 7-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. Kickoff on the way. High end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for by the Rangers. It's going to be made at the 28-yard line in Mule Rider territory. That's where the Ranger offense will set up for round number 2. One first down was what the Rangers pulled together out of their first offensive series. To do that, they rush the ball 3 times, have 2 rushing yards to show for their efforts, along with 12 receiving yards on 2 receptions. Those 14 total yards moved the chains one time before the Rangers had to kick the ball away. They do have 1 punt for 52 yards in the game. And on third down, right now the Rangers are 1 of 2, as are the Mule Riders.
That last drive for Southern Arkansas, 4 plays, 70 yards. Of course, the 50-yard touchdown to Seth Johnson just took 1:22.
Goes quick when you can go 50 at a time. Ethan Everson hands off to Foster. He will carry back to the line of scrimmage, and I mean, in a dogfight for every yard thereafter, picks up 2. And then late, a flag will fly in, so you assume that the Rangers will be penalized for some type of after-the-play confrontation.
Yeah, you have to hope that this is on both if you're Northwestern, because if it's on just the Rangers, that's not a good start to the drive. You're going to be behind the chains again.
Losing my faith for the penalties to be on both. I've just seen it too many times where there's been action from both and only the Rangers get flagged. That time I thought I saw a set of yellow pants go upside down after the play. We'll see if what preceded it was worthy of a call as well.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on number 35 defense. 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Philip Jost, the guilty party.
Let's make it only on the Mule Riders. And apparently Philip Jost just a little too aggressive. Maybe he was the one that I saw the pants go upside down on, tripping over somebody trying to get in and give him a shove. But nevertheless, we will take it, and well done, Ranger offense. Especially the offensive line right there. The Rangers now have their best field position of the game. Drive number 2, ball already at the 47-yard line in Ranger territory, knocking on the midfield stripe, knocking on the door of midfield, if you will. Ethan Everson out of the shotgun. Play action, now throws a bullet far sideline, incomplete. Intended target that time, none other than Travis Romar. There we go.
Yeah, I wanted Romar, and he had him, but kind of just threw that one a little wide of Romar that time.
Good pass, or a good attempt. It was a good-looking route and a well-called play. The pass just a little bit low and outside of where Romar would have liked to have had it.
Well, that's been most of the passes here early on for Northwestern have been short 5-6 yard routes and outside of the one deep ball to Torrance Stevens.
2 of 5 so far is Ethan Everson, and now he'll throw another bullet, and that one a slant pattern across the middle. Royal Kyle, the intended target. It was well broken up by the Mule Rider defense as they got a hand on it, knocked it back away before Royal Kyle could reel it in.
And I think that was Melvin Smith Jr. again. It was. That's number 15 as far as breakups go this season for him.
Man, he is outstanding as far as a defensive player. Really making his presence known. Ethan Everson back out of the gun. Wide receiver split wide to either side. Now they will run Royal Kyle to the far side, bring Travis Romar to the near side. Just flipped those two in the formation. Snap back to Everson. Ethan scanning, and he's going to be sacked from behind. Goodness, got right by one of the offensive linemen, Josh Baker, unable to even get hands on the outside rush that time, and even Everson was left with his backside exposed. Lucky he didn't take a crushing blow right there. Did a good job holding on to the football. Now the Rangers will have to punt it.
Yeah, that was Brendan Hamilton that time, as Hamilton now with his 2.5 sacks on the season. That's already 2 now in the game for Southern Arkansas, and boy, he just spun Everson around, didn't he?
He did. Snap back. Punt is away. Winding punt's going to hit down at the 30. Takes a big Ranger hop to about the 20-yard line, 21, where it will be down by Isaiah Kellum. And that is where the Mule Riders will have it, 21-yard line in Mule Rider territory.
Well, that was not Gavin Green. That was the freshman Jackson Garrett, who we saw a week ago, the freshman out of Overland Park, Kansas. handling the punting duties this afternoon for the Rangers. This is interesting. Southern Arkansas has decided to go to backup quarterback Judd Barton, but he has played in all 9 games so far this season. Not a whole lot of numbers for him, though.
Well, after the 50-yard strike, they're feeling confident, and Obi Jones can stay on the sidelines for a series as they will hand off to Scales up the middle. Stopped by, I think that's Carvel Jamison.
He'll be tackled by Martin for the Rangers. Gain of 7, second down and 3 for the Mule Riders.
Which is interesting because Carvel's not even on the 2-deep this week, but that's definitely number 35 out there. You see that, right, Dustin?
I do, yeah.
Thought Carvel was still recovering.
Apparently he wanted to play.
So here we go. Hand off to Roach this time, and he will be tackled by Martin and Jamison as he gets across the 30, shy of the 35. Oh, excuse me, that's still Scales.
They hand off again to Caden Roach, and the tackle again by Martin.
I'm not the only one that thought that Roach had come in.
Take it to the 33. It'll be
Roach is actually just right behind the right tackle.
So here we go. Fakes the give to Scales, throws over the middle, incomplete, and then hit Bashu Delco right in the hand, couldn't hang on. Had a real shot to have his first interception of the year and just let that one go to the turf.
Yeah, Judd Barton was looking for the receiver DJ Wagner and, put that one a little bit too high. And you're right, that was right off the hands of Bashu Delco, who probably should have come up with that one.
Ouch. We'll see if that gives the Mule Riders, it obviously is giving them a second chance. We'll see what they can do with it now that it is second down and 10. Referees get the ball spotted. Official line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line. Snap back. Mule Riders quarterback under duress. He will turn and throw a beautiful pass across his body. Caught at the 50. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Matt Witten on the catch. Judd Barton on the throw. And what a throw from Judd Barton.
Yeah, that's a pretty good throw moving to his left. As you said, back across his body. And Witten was wide open in the center of the field. Right there in the middle of the field, and Witten now with his 20th grab of the season. He's over 300 yards.
Pass protection on a broken play has been a problematic area for the Rangers for a long time as Scales will take the ball forward for the Mule Riders. Got a decent gain on first down. Give him 6.
Well, the numbers for Barton coming in, we told you played in all 9 games. He was 11 of 21 for 91 yards and an interception. Has carried it 7 times for 84 yards and a touchdown.
Rangers have a man down. Caladeo Gunjamayo is on the turf. Training staff will be out to look at him.
Now we can look at some scores real quick as Keith Ware attends to Gunjamayo. Right now, Wichita Baptist all over Oklahoma Baptist at halftime. It's 31-7. That game kicked off at 1 o'clock. Southern Nazarene, Arkansas, Monticello, no score in Monticello. 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Of course, the Rangers trailing 4:51 to go in the first quarter, 7-0. And Henderson State on top of Southwestern in quarter number 1, just halfway through the first quarter. It's already 21-0 in favor of Henderson State. No surprise there.
Reddy's coming on strong. I didn't get to see it. I heard him do that one time last week. Had a big first quarter as well against the Rangers.
Certainly did. 23 points in quarter number 1 a week ago.
Judd Barton still on the still taking the snaps for the Mule Riders. He's got 4 wideouts in this formation. Scales in the backfield with him. Play action. Barton loads up, wants to throw down the sideline, has a man that's going to be incomplete, out of bounds.
Jones's pass intended for
that
Devin
was
McDonald.
Intended for D'Evan McDonald.
On the play is Oates. Incomplete pass.
Daniel Oates on the coverage for the Rangers.
Yeah, that was good coverage on McDonald. He was right there with him step for step. That was Jerron Burks in coverage with him. Big third down here for the Rangers, though.
Third down and about 4. Handoff to Scales. Runs into his own guy. Offensive line had been kind of walled up there against the Rangers. Scales bumps into his own player, knocks him back a bit. The Rangers able to come in and finish the tackle.
Yeah, they take advantage, and that's a good play by Wilson Cow as he ran right at the back of his own offensive line, and then Cal wrapped him up, and kind of in a tough spot if you're Southern Arkansas. It's a very long field goal. You don't want to punt. They're going to go for it.
I think it might have been Ray Jones that was the Ranger kind of causing that pile up where the O-line got stopped. So 4th down for Barton, and this one's big. 4th down and 4 to go for the Mule Riders. Scales in the backfield. Rangers creeping forward. They will hand off to Scales, and now he breaks through, and here he goes. That did it. Across the 20 and into the end zone. Northwestern stacked up to stop the run, and Scales defeats the defense and then scampers downfield 34 yards for the touchdown.
Well, and again, you see the speed from Scales and Roach. You're going to see it here again this afternoon, and you've got to bring him down when you have the opportunity to. And I mean, he just got right through there, and you're trying to arm tackle him, and he broke one, and he was gone.
Man, he is fast. That guy can accelerate. Good night. Almost had vapor trails behind him. Point after attempt is up and good. 14-0. The Mule Riders lead the Rangers on the Community Bank scoreboard. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
When was the last time you evaluated your investment goals? With our ever-changing environment, it's time. Talk to us about locking in a high, long-term fixed interest rate and put your money to work for you. I'm Whitney Gum, and here at E&J Financial, we work with you to implement a custom plan to fit your financial goals. Call our office today at 580-327-2552 to book a complimentary financial review.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors. Cambridge and E&J Financial are not affiliated.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Well, once through the air, the Mule Riders have scored on a 50-yard touchdown pass, and now once on the ground as Jerick Scales gets loose for a 34-yard scamper into the end zone. And once again, the Mule Riders will punt or kick off to the Rangers. This one's going to be fielded far side of the turf by Blake Jones. He'll take it at the 25 and then get hammered at the 27. And that's where the Rangers have it first down.
Pretty good kickoff coverage at time by Southern Arkansas. Not allow Blake Jones to go anywhere. And well, if you're the Rangers, Matt, you've got to answer with some points on this drive.
As we have said so many times this season. First down and 10. Ball is going to be spotted. Generous spot. We'll take that. At the 29-yard line. So just a yard back of the 30, giving the Rangers a 71-yard piece of turf that they need to cover with this offense. Different quarterback comes out this time for the Rangers. Have to get a number and see who that is.
That's Mason Myers.
Mason Myers on the QB keeper will carry it across the 30-yard line, diving forward to about the 33.
Well, and you remember, Matt, he was on the depth chart 1 week, and then, of course, he had kind of issue with his hand. It got hurt, and, he'd been playing a little bit of receiver the last couple weeks, and as he's going to go back out wide on the near side.
Just a wildcat package because Ethan Everson back out as the signal caller. 2nd down and 7 for the Rangers. Snap back to Everson. Throws a bullet far side. Reichert with the reception to the 40-yard line. First down, Rangers. What a play for Northwestern as Braden Reichert got a little separation over there on the far sideline and able to escape the initial, or getting stopped shy of the line. Stretched out as Terrace Consinari on the stop.
And again, just another quick throw from Everson finding Reichert, his second grab of the game, and it's a nice first down for the Rangers here.
40-yard line, new line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 for Northwestern. 2:40 left to go in quarter number 1. 14-0 Mule Riders on top. Snap back to Everson. Handoff to Foster. Finds a hole across the 45. Still churning across the 50. Get a little love shove to the 45 in Mule Rider territory. First down, Rangers.
Oh, it's a terrific run by Jashawn Foster, keeping the legs churning that time, and then see the offensive line come up behind for the push. And Everson trying to fire up this crowd a little bit that is here. And a little momentum now for the Rangers offensively.
You can hear it streaming through the crowd mic. Nothing is as loud as Terry Lohman, and I don't understand. Our crowd mic is just very in tune with his voice. I love it, number one. But you can always hear Terry now starting to hear a little bit of that Ranger community get behind this team as they have crossed midfield for the first time today. First down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Snap back to Everson, throwing near side. Intended target was Mason Myers. It was knocked away by Mekhi Davis.
Yeah, Davis was right there with him. And actually, I think went through the hands of Myers, but I thought he should have come up with that one. But even if he does catch it, it's only a gain of about a yard, maybe two, because Davis was right there with him step for step.
Second down and 10 for the Ranger O. Everson and company looking to the sideline. And now here come the hand gestures, letting the team know what's in store. Wind is in the flag, but just enough to kind of keep it moving, not really blowing hard, if you will. Snap back to Everson, hand off to Foster, finds a crease across the 40, downhill to the 39-yard line.
But it's nice to see the Rangers have success in the running game. As we told you, Southern Arkansas gives up about 175 per game. That's seventh best in the GAC. And Ronnie Jones had mentioned it Wednesday, Matt. He likes some of the matchups with our offensive line against their defensive line running the football.
Foster's done well this series especially. Third down and 5 now upcoming. Ball up to 39. Rangers in Mule Rider territory. Wide receivers split right and left, the tight end in the formation. Foster behind Everson, who takes a shotgun snap, play action, big blitz coming. Ethan escapes to the far sideline, throws downfield, incomplete. Big flag comes in. This could be a pass interference or a holding, and it could go against either one of these two teams.
Official getting the call to the Whitecap as we await this one. Yeah, this is probably, again, you throw it in the secondary, chances are it's going to be pass interference or holding on the defense.
Defense, number 30. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Terrace Consinari.
That's huge.
Going to be guilty of the call, and that will give the Rangers another first down on this drive.
Yeah, it's two big penalties now against Southern Arkansas. You had the unsportsmanlike earlier, and now a holding in the secondary against Consinari. And now you're the Rangers. You're inside the 30. We've seen the struggles at times in the red zone when we get down in here like this, but you've got to come away with a touchdown on this drive.
Everson will be out of the gun again. He'd come all the way to the sideline to get the play that time, ran it in himself. Takes the snap, handoff, right up the middle. Rangers still on their feet across the 25-yard line, knocked down just shy of the 20. Another good pickup for Northwestern. Give them 7 on first down.
Yeah, it's a good juke.
Foster again, just powering his way through.
Yeah, that's a good juke move at the last second to get around the other defender to pick up a couple more yards. And everything being done on the ground right now for Northwestern, and by way of Jashawn Foster, he's looked very, very good here in the opening quarter.
I like the thought that they're having here. I mean, run it until it doesn't work.
Well, and the defense gets a little bit of rest as well.
Second down and 3. Play action. Everson loads up and throws that one a bullet to the far corner of the end zone. A miscommunication between Ethan Everson and Torrance Stevens.
Yeah, he was wanting to go to the end zone, and Stevens had actually stopped and turned around at the 10, was expecting the football. As he looks up, it sails over his head. And now the closest person to that one would have been the official or the guy with the camera down here on the right side.
Had to go pick up that football off of the hill out there that we want to remind you don't have your kids playing on. Terry Lohman always before the games making the announcements.
I used to go sled down it when we got snow out here. That was always a blast.
Best fun in college. Hand off to Foster, breaks a tackle, gets forward to just shy of the 20-yard line before he's brought down. If they give him forward progress, we'll be close.
Well, and he cut back to the left, and it happened to be right into the defender that time, as trying to pick up a number to see who made that tackle. But that was a big hit.
Looks like they're going to mark it a yard and a half shy of a first down. Rangers will take.
That was
that's going to be. Oh, sorry, Dustin. Into the first quarter. So when we come back, the Rangers will have a decision to make on fourth down, ball at the 21-yard line. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
K Body Works, our goal is to make our auto body services as convenient and stress-free for our customers as possible. From minor repairs to major auto body work, we do every job with the highest level of professionalism. We have the team and the technology to address a variety of auto body needs in today's ever-changing market. So come on by today and get your free estimate at K Body Works, located at 301 Flynn Street, right here in Alva.
Two for the Rangers.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Matt Adair, Dustin Goodnow, Les Miles in the booth today. Ethan Everson out of the shotgun. Goes into the snap count, then looks to the sideline. This is a big fourth down, and we'll call it 2 for the Rangers. Snap back to Everson. Hand off to Foster. Needs a lane. Doesn't have one. Just puts the ball forward, and now stretching and diving. Based on the spot, he will not have it.
Yeah, he's going to be about a half a yard to a yard shy. And give credit to Foster. He did reach out, but Southern Arkansas was all over that play defensively. Brenton Hamilton again coming up and being one of those guys who was in on that play.
I'm not overly thrilled with the spot there. I don't know exactly how accurate it was. I will tell you this, Southern Arkansas should have had Jashawn Foster 2 yards in the backfield.
Let's look at some scores real quick around the Great American Conference as we await the Ranger offense. Wichita again leading Oklahoma Baptist 31-7 at halftime. Southern Nazarene has struck first against Arkansas Monticello. They lead at 7-0, 10:45 to go until halftime. Rangers, of course, trailing 14-0 to Southern Arkansas. And Henderson State starting the second quarter on top of Southwestern, leading at 21-0 over the Bulldogs.
Well, looks like the Rangers will swallow their fate on that one. Turnover on downs will stop the Ranger drive.
Boy, and how many times, Matt, this year have we seen it? The Rangers get inside the 30, inside the 25 in the red zone, and just, you know, so many drives have ended that way, or with an interception or a fumble, and just not able to put up any points.
Yeah, got a little bit of that touchdown fever, keeping them out of the end zone this year for sure. I think maybe they get a little too focused on trying to be perfect and let perfect be the enemy of the good, if you will.
Numbers for Foster in the first quarter: carried the ball 6 times for 33 yards. He's well over that now, I'm sure. Everson was 3 of 8 for 21 yards. Leading rusher for Southern Arkansas, Jarek Scale, 7 carries, 68 yards, and that touchdown went from 33 yards out. Obi Jones, 5 of 7, 99 yards, along with the touchdown, as we see Jones come back out for this drive to start the second quarter.
Scales with 68 yards, by the way. Handoff to Roach this time. Finds the corner across the 25, across the 30, before he's bumped out of bounds shy of the 35. Good run by Roach. Shows off his speed as he was able to just kind of beat the Rangers to that set corner and then get up the sideline.
Yeah, those are two guys you just cannot let them get outside, and they get to that second level. They've got such good speed, and you saw it there after a nice pickup on first down from Roach.
First and 10 for the Mule Riders at the 33. Snap back to Jones. Throws complete in the flat far side at the 30, up to the 35. Lockett on the carry, tackled at the 40. Flag comes out. Could be a hold. There was a blocking wide receiver over there on that screen.
That wouldn't be the first time today we've seen that.
Second flag down at the 35 and a flag down at the 42-yard line. Ball is marked in between them at the 40. Referees in a huddle, talking this one out.
Holding, number 80 on the offense. Personal foul, face mask. Number 20 on the defense. Those penalties offset. Replay first down.
Well, Bo Foster got too high on the pad level and was guilty of the face mask that bails out the Mule Riders right there. That hold against them would have backed them up 10 yards. However, the face mask penalty would give them 15 yards. So the offset, a happy medium for the Rangers, and a replay of first down. Ball's going to be placed down at the 33-yard line. Still in Mule Rider territory. This time they'll flip the script. Wide receivers on the right side to the left and the left to the right. Obie Jones still out of the shotgun. Rangers jump, flag down, free play for the Mule Riders. Jones will throw to the near sideline, incomplete. His intended target that time was DJ Wagner. Defending, on the play for the Rangers, Jerron Burks.
Man, you got to give him credit. It's what you do when you notice that the defense jumps like that. You take a shot, and Wagner got his hands on it, just could not come up with it, though.
So a 5-yard penalty against the Rangers on the offside call will move the ball forward to the 38-yard line. Give the Mule Riders first down and 5, and for the third time this series, they will play first down. Snap back to Jones, throws across the middle on the slant. It is caught at the 40, and they'll take it down to the 35-yard line. DJ Wagner right in front of Jerron Burks.
Boy, and again, Matt Burks was right there with him, but that's a good grab from Wagner to haul that one in.
And now quickly set back at the line of scrimmage. Handoff. This one will go to Roach. Tries the middle of the Ranger defense. He will crawl across the 35-yard line down to about the 33 is where the Rangers finally got him in the turf. Second down and 5 to go.
Well, Scales will come off the field. He'll bring another wide receiver on as Kendall Reed. Or actually, Reed is a backup tight end.
But he's split wide to the near side, 2 to the far side. Jones takes the snap, drops back, throws a little dump pass over the middle, and that was complete to a tight end. Wagner on the reception, and Wagner had come from the end of the line just on a bit of a drag route, had his feet taken right out from underneath him. Short gain, well, maybe not even a gain.
Yeah, that was Eric Hunter who just kind of swept his feet out from underneath him. Wagner was not expecting that one. It's a nice tackle there to bring up third down.
No gain on the play. Third down and 5 now upcoming for the Mule Riders. Obie Jones goes with an empty set backfield. All 5 wide receivers in formation. Snap back to Jones, throws quickly over the middle, right in front of the Rangers defense, and that will be very close to a first down. Evan McDonald with the grab.
Complete to McDonald. First down, Mule Riders at the 27-yard line.
Just enough to move the chains. First down, Southern Arc. Obie Jones, one man in the backfield, 3 wide receivers in this setup. Handoff to Roach. He'll attack the middle of the Ranger defense again. This time caught between Braden Waters and
handoff to
trying to see who the other tackler was, Eric Hunter.
Gain of 5.
See Southern Arkansas a little bit more patient up front, so they're still going, no huddle, but not maybe as quick as they were in the first quarter.
Certainly not as fast. Stacked wide receivers to the left. One man in the backfield with Obie Jones. It is Jarique Scales, and they will give Scales the ball. Starts inside, darts to the left, gets to the 20 before he's drugged down.
Yeah, it was a nice stop. Joseph Saunders come up and made the hit on Scales and brings up a third and manageable again, but this is where the Rangers, you've got to get off the field here and force, Hayden Nitz to attempt a field goal, which he's already missed one here this afternoon.
Third down and about 3 for SAU. Rangers jump again, and this will give them the first down. That'll make it easier. Now we don't have to stop them on third.
Snap. Offside. Defense. Number 50 with contact. 5-yard penalty. Result is a first down.
Gabe Dozier guilty of the jump there.
Well, that's not what you want to do against a team that's so good running the football.
No.
Just give them a first down like that.
That one's costly. So from third down and change to first down and 10, Obie Jones takes the snap, handoff to Roach. He'll go left side. Starts kind of up the middle, moves his way outside the left hash mark before he's snowed under by a pile of red jerseys. Rangers in black hats, red jerseys, black pants, red socks today for most of them. Mule Riders here in their traditional gold pants, white tops, blue helmets. Mule Riders here in the second quarter driving toward the tiers. 4 down linemen for the Rangers. Snap back to Jones. Play action, throws over the middle. It is caught. Boom! Big hit, wide receiver separated from the ball. Braden Waters absolutely rocked his world, and the flags come in. This has every possibility to be a targeting call.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to get, and I'm trying to see the receiver. That may have been Seth Johnson because he took an absolute shot from Braden Waters. It looked like he was shot out of a cannon that time and just unloaded on the receiver, and that actually was not. It was Cole Williams was the receiver who took the big hit.
Looked initially like Braden Waters got turned enough to get the shoulder into the receiver, didn't lead with his head, which is what a lot of people consider targeting. However, the rule has been extended. It's really any contact at the head or neck of the receiver. So they did call targeting. The league has changed the rules with targeting this year. Every targeting penalty has to be reviewed. So this one will go to replay review, 150-ish yards from the point of contact. Referees have to run all the way down out the back end of the end zone toward the baseball field to a booth set up right in front of the locker room is where their replay equipment is. So the referee and the head referee and the head linesman will jog back and start the review process. I can tell you statistically, half the targeting calls in the league are not upheld on review. That's because there's 3 different elements that go into a targeting call. It's a very complicated system, and if in order for the targeting call to stand, Dustin, the replay has to definitively show that the targeting call was correct on all 3 elements, and sometimes you just don't have the best camera angles to see it. If it is questionable at all, the call on the field will not stand and the targeting will be overturned. So we'll let the referees do their job, break away momentarily for the review. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Bank Central, Speedy Keys.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Still under review here. Dustin, you've had a chance to look at the replay. What do you think?
I'm going to stick with probably the call on the field. Most of the time that's what happens. We're going to go down real quick to our white cap. Well, I say that he stopped like he was ready to go ahead and let everybody know what we were going to do with the call, but
Star Lumber, Alfalfa Co-op.
looks like he's going to make his way past the 30.
He's waiting on Terry Loman so that he can
Yeah, I think you're right.
have command of the PA system.
Here we go.
After review, firm number 28 is disqualified for targeting.
See, and here's what's big about that, Matt, now is you lose one of your better defensive players.
I'm going to say the absolute best defensive back in the Rangers lineup is Braden Waters, and he will be out for the remainder of this game. So,
and his backup is Bo Foster, of course, the senior out of Dodge City, Kansas. So we'll see if that is who ends up coming in. Rangers have been playing a lot of new faces as of recently, though. But it does look like it is Bo Foster out there.
So Braden Waters is out. And Bo Foster, we believe, in to take his place in that defensive secondary. Obi Jones and company back to the line. First and 10 first down and goal to go inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. One man in motion for Jones. He will take the snap, gets absolutely blown up as he goes to throw that one. Rangers come in like a dart. Put Obi Jones in the turf. Ball sails out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, smart play from Jones to at least get rid of it, throw it out of the back of the end zone, and again pick up the incompletion. But
looked to me like it was Chima Oz and Antoine Martin who arrived at Obie Jones at about the same time.
Bring up second down and goal for the Mule.
Second and goal. Scales in motion. He will now join Obie Jones in the backfield. Hand off to Scales, and he goes across the 5, head down. Will be stopped shy of the end zone. Looks like Joseph Saunders may have been one of them in on that stop, and they will bring Saunders to the sideline.
Hand off up the middle to Scales. He is
You see Antoine Martin come back in for him. This is a big
Big
3rd and goal opportunity here for the Rangers. Try and turn away the Mule Riders and force them to kick a field goal. Boy, they really chewed up a lot of time on this drive. Almost 6, I think, over about 6 minutes.
Yeah, only 9:28 left to go on a ticking clock. Scales in motion. He will stop left side of Jones. Hand off to Scales. Has a hole. Touchdown, Mule Riders, as Jarique Scales completes the Mule Rider drive into the end zone.
Yeah, Scales with his second rushing touchdown. That one was just too easy. Just found a little crease and able to get into the end zone. It's now 20-0 Southern Arkansas.
Chance to make it 21. Mule Riders kicker out on the field. That is Hayden Nitz. Going to be attempting to put this one through the uprights as he will kick it in the general direction of the tiers. Snap is back, ball is down, the kick is away. It looks good. Referees tell us that it is. 21-0 Mule Riders putting the Rangers in a hole here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Hope Pregnancy Center is now open in Alva. We are training our nurse manager and need pregnant women for a free ultrasound and special gift. If you are 6 to 20 weeks pregnant, please call 580-327-9091 today. Our services include free and confidential pregnancy testing, ultrasound, options education, and resources. Schedule your appointment with Hope Pregnancy Center at 580-327-9091.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Northwestern, Dustin, it's early in the game. Still 9:18 left to go in quarter number 2. But I'm going to say that a big part of the remainder of this game hinges on this drive right here. You've got to either win the field position battle and be able to pin the Mule Riders deep if you're forced to punt, or get some kind of points on the board.
Yeah, you have to. And after a touchdown drive for Southern Arkansas, they went 13 plays, 79 yards in just over 5.5 minutes.
Boy, that was a very effective drive as they chewed up a ton of the second quarter clock.
J. Todd Baker will be the kicker for Southern Arkansas.
Nitz was able to put it through, I think, on the extra point. I thought I saw an 85 out there, and now J. Todd to put the toe to leather. He will drive Blake Jones back toward the end zone, and the ball will go out of the back. This will be a touchback for the Rangers. The Mule Riders, one of the better kickoff teams that we've seen in that they refuse to kick to Julian Jackson.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, it is. Seen Julian Jackson almost come up and break several so far this season, just has not been able to get totally loose.
Ethan Everson will lead his team back out onto the field. Here comes the Ranger offense.
And Rangers with 5 first downs today, but not a whole lot of yardage, just 49 total yards here early. We've seen some Rangers collect some first downs via the penalty.
Referees discussing where to spot the ball. They'll go left hash. Everson and company to the line. 2 wide receivers far side. 1 man in the backfield is Foster. Everson out of the gun with a tight end. Takes the snap, throws quickly. Far sideline. It is snatched up and then dropped by Torrance Stevens.
Yeah, you've got to come up with that one if you're team in, and that would have been a pretty good gain. He had a chance to go up the field, may have even got a first down. The defensive back was a couple of steps behind him. That was Javion Gathright who was on him.
So the Rangers will rearrange the offense. Ethan Everson gets the sign. Rangers with their huddle. They'll send Braden Reichert to the far side. Torrance Stevens just inside him. Keep Foster in the backfield. Same formation, 2 wide receivers far side. Everson takes the snap, throws quickly. T-Man catches it at the 20, gets a block across the 25, and he's going to be ushered out of bounds at the 30. Good block from Braden Reichert to spring Terrence forward for 5.
Yeah, it was. That's a good block from Reichert. Stevens able to at least pick up 4. I think I call it maybe 5 as Gathright able to usher Stevens out of bounds.
Not quite halfway home on the first down scale, but getting there. Third down and a long 5 coming up for the Rangers. Everson will be out of the gun. 2 wide receivers to the near side this time. 1 man in the backfield. Ethan takes the snap, throws over the middle of the field, intercepted by the Mule Riders. That one went right into the hands of SAU. It's Melvin Smith Jr. with the interception, like that pass was intended for him. And what made it helpful was that Braden Reichert decided to go down and let the ball float over his head right into the arms of an awaiting defender. I think he thought the ball wasn't thrown to him and tried to get down thinking it was to the deeper receiver on behind him. And in any case, the Mule Riders collected it, and it was a very well-thrown ball.
Yeah, that's tough if you're Northwestern. And Everson, again, the ball just sails on him a bit, just right into the hands of Melvin Smith Jr., who has his 3rd interception of the season. And now this is not really what you wanted. Is Southern Arkansas is going to start with terrific field position at the Northwestern 44-yard line.
Curious play there. We'll have to find out maybe if that was a miscommunication. Obi Jones with a pump fake and then a far throw to the, a throw into the flat went a little far on that far sideline. Intended target was Roach that time, and he overthrew him. Would have been completed about the line of scrimmage. Roach had some running room in front of him as 0 Ranger defenders floated out with him from the backfield. 2nd down and 10 for Obi Jones and company as they go to work. Gomez, the tight end, they will hand off to Roach. Gomez with a good lead block, and Roach will go forward across the 40 downhill to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Southern Arkansas has already rushed for about 120 yards here in the first half. We told you they average over 270 a game. They're well on their way this afternoon.
Rangers, of course, without probably the leader of this defense, at least the leader in the secondary, and that's Braden Waters. Targeting penalty has him had him ejected from the game. Obi Jones fumbles the snap, tries to pick it up, then kind of pushes it through his legs, almost loses it a second time, just has to go down on it. So a bad snap, the culprit for that tackle for loss against Obi Jones. Question is, Dustin, you're a college football guru. Will that go down as a sack?
I think so. We'll see. I don't know. I have the live stats up here, and it looks like Southern Arkansas is going to go for it on 4th down. And
this is interesting. They're almost to the 45-yard line in Ranger territory. So,
well, that or
midfield.
They're going to run it all the way down and call a timeout because there's only 3 seconds to snap it.
Down to 2, down to 1. They get the play off. They do not. They did call timeout right at the last second. Dustin Goodnow can't slip nothing by him. Timeout, Mule Riders. We'll take a break in the booth. They are on top of the Rangers, 21-0. 6:56 left to go until halftime. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Farmers are the backbone of our country, especially right here in Western Oklahoma. And we've got our farmers' backs at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. We are here to serve all needs to our farmers and ranchers with livestock loans, rural loans, real estate loans, operating loans, and of course, agribusiness loans. Serving our farmers since 1916 at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. Call or come by today and speak to one of our loan officers in Alva, Anadarko, Clinton, Elk City, Guyman, Tuttle, and Woodward.
With winter right around the corner, Holder Drug in Alva wants to remind you about vaccinations this year. Right now, Holder Drug is giving immunizations for the flu, COVID, RSV, shingles, and pneumonia. Stop in today to schedule your appointment. Christmas Open House begins November 11th, and the 13th begins our 12 Days of Christmas sales, including an annual gift with a gift purchase. As always, free deliveries with your medications and prescriptions, and specials happening at our fountain. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Fourth down and 9 for the Mule Riders.
Well, 4th and 9, even though the Mule Riders called a timeout, they've decided that offense is the best defense. They'll go for it. Snap back to Jones, throws over the middle of the field, wide open wide receiver. When you can draw them up like that, it doesn't matter what down it is because that play will work every time. Bo Foster, the closest guy to him, and he was nowhere near the point of the catch.
No, that was a good throw and catch as Johnson just wide open right over the middle, and Jones put it right on the money.
1st and 10, and they will hand off to Roach. Plants a leg, steps outside. He'll get to the 20-yard line, rolled up right on the 20. That will be enough for a first down. Bashu Delco on the stop for the Rangers.
He saved a touchdown, Matt.
He did save a touchdown.
If he doesn't make that stop, then that's an easy touchdown for Caden Roach.
It's a great 10-yard carry for Roach, too, as he just kind of worked his way left. Snap back to Jones, play action, no. Delayed quarterback draw, Obi Jones breaks free, steps over a defender. Somebody fired in at his feet and missed completely. And then Obi Jones takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line for the Mule Riders.
And Coach Smiley just threw the challenge flag on that play because I think he thinks he got in. So we're going to have a challenge, it looks like.
Got to talk with Coach Smiley about that. The proper protocol is to call a timeout and then drop your flag down. Well, however, the result will be the same.
And the other point is you're at the 1. You're going to have at least 4 snaps at this. You're probably going to score a touchdown. I'm not sure why I would.
I got to tell you, though, I kind of agree with Coach Smiley. I think it was a wonderful call that favored the Rangers. I think the referees completely blew that he did not get in the end zone right there. However, play is under review, so a timeout up here in the booth will break away. Still 5:50 left to go in the first half. Mule Riders are up 21-0, possibly 28-0. We don't know yet. We'll have to wait for the result of this challenged play. Under review here at Ranger Field. We'll break away. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Stand. They have hats, pom-poms, t-shirts, and more.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Terry Lowen joining us in the booth with the crowd mic today.
Yeah.
Pick up the band on occasion, and, of course, the faithful Ranger favorites out here cheering hard for their team. Obi Jones ran one from the 20-yard line, give or take, into the end zone. Referees have him marked down officially at the 1-yard line. The play is under review as Coach Smiley aggressively threw that challenge flag, thinking that Obi Jones got in. From our perspective, it looks as though he did, in fact, do that. Referees have wrapped up their review. Dustin, it's just going to be the hike to get them back out to the football field so that they can tell us what they have seen.
Yeah, and you have to imagine it's probably we haven't seen a whole lot of calls get overturned this year.
No, and I think part of it is the camera angles are not ideal. Camera angles in most teams for Division II are, we'll pause.
The call stands as called on the field. Take it down.
So there you go, after all that.
Yeah, again, the reason that most calls right now aren't being overturned is because the camera angles are set up for coaches. They're taking basically the huddle cams from the press box, from the far end of the field. They are not audience-based cameras like you see in NFL games and high-end college football games where you've got 30 different review angles for each call. These are set to be a little bit further away. It's tough to get real clear detail sometimes. So, SAU will use its challenge. Hope that doesn't come back to bite them, and the Rangers step back into this one. Obie Jones and company will have it first and goal from the 1-yard line. Snap back to Jones, handoff to Roach, slips a tackle, now a second, and he will dance into the end zone. And after that long delay, the result is the same. SAU puts another touchdown on the scoreboard. They now lead the Rangers 27-0, 5:43 left to go until halftime.
So instead of Obie Jones getting the touchdown,
it goes into the hands of Roach.
Yeah, one of your running backs is able to get it. Roach's 6th touchdown of the season, actually.
Point after attempt is on the way. Snap is back, ball down, kick is away, looks good, is good. It will be 28-0 in favor of the Mule Riders. We'll take a break and be back. 5:43 left to go on the Community Bank scoreboard till halftime. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Before you hit the road this football season to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs, be sure to stop into K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound, so let their certified technicians help with preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, tire wear, brake checks, and oil changes. So get to the game safely this fall by stopping into K&S Tire, located at 2590 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Rangers getting bobbed right now. Bob brings us back by Hanson. That's a throwback classic. Rangers down 28-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. 5:43 left to go until halftime. Mule Riders booted that one out of the back of the end zone over the head of Blake Jones, who very wisely let it go back, and the Rangers will take the touchback. They will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line in their own territory. Rangers will have their back to the tiers as they will be driving toward home plate at the baseball field to score their touchdowns in front of the field house that still hosts the 99 Football National Championship. What a year. Loved that one. This will be a little option pitch to Foster. Spins away from a tackle. Now a second. He'll get across the 30, be brought down at about the 35-yard line.
Good run that time and get a nice pitch and a decision for Everson at the last moment. And Foster's going to carry it for another 1st down for the Rangers. And that's been the bright spot here today, has been Deshaun Foster in this running attack.
The ball has moved in spurts. It seems like there's a really good play each series, but we just can't put 2 or 3 of them together quite yet. Snap back to Everson, play action, pump fake. Now Ethan rolling right, throws down the sideline. That one incomplete. Waiting for the flag, waiting, not going to be one.
There's one actually at the 29, and I think it's going to be an eligible receiver downfield against the Rangers.
Ethan did a great job rolling out to his right and seeing, I believe that was Travis Romar downfield. It was. Good coverage by the Mule Riders. I don't want to take anything away from that defensive effort. That was a fantastic play by Mekhi Davis, but really I was hoping that there was just enough contact down there that he wasn't letting Romar get inside.
Yeah, ineligible receiver.
Yep.
Take it back 5 yards.
So the Rangers will play behind the chains yet again after a good run from Deshaun Foster. It's becoming an all too common occurrence. Ethan Everson out of the shotgun. Foster in the backfield. 2 wide receivers far side. Snap back, play action. Everson loads up, throws a bullet pass forward for 1.5 yards. Good collapsing catch by Gavin Green over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, and again, that's if you're Everson, you can't throw that one that low. If you're able to hit, Green in the numbers, he's able to make the turn upfield and get a lot more yardage. I mean, it's good that you got positive yards out of that, but that throw's got to be up around the numbers.
Positive yard, sir.
Yeah.
However, you're right, and Green did a good job. Like, what an adjustment from Gavin Green. Really good sprawl out, got his hands under the ball, tucked that one up. You'd like to see Ethan throw that one about, 2 feet higher, give him a chance to catch it on his feet. Foster in the backfield again, 2 receivers near side. SAU jumps, free play. We will complete it near side to Travis Romar. Switches hands with it. He'll get across the 40. Rolled out of bounds to the 42-yard line.
There's the thing. You're going to take the offsides here and keep it at 2nd down.
Getting a little chippy out there. A couple of times now the referees have had to break up some conversations.
One of the Ranger offensive linemen so lost their helmet kind of come off that on the near side.
Gavin Green going back and forth with, it looked like, Jacob Berry.
Defense, number 42, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
Well, SAU was lined up in the neutral zone, and it looks as though
5-yard penalty, he'll take it out to the 42-yard line.
the Rangers will accept that. Now, here's the thing. Travis Romar got to the 42, so you wonder why take the penalty, take the catch away from Romar. It's because you get to replay 2nd down.
That's right. 2nd down looks a lot better than 3rd down.
Yeah, it would have been 3rd down and about 4 to go. 1, 2, 3 to go. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball is at the 42. Shotgun look for Everson. Hand off to Foster. No dice as he gets to the line of scrimmage and is immediately met by a host of mule riders.
Yeah, quite a few guys there in blue helmets able to make that play and kind of just bottled that one up and allowed him to go nowhere. But the good news is it's now 3rd down.
I think the Rangers can look at this exact situation. I want to play all game long, but right here, I think you've got to cross off, run up the middle. Going to have to try something different, 3rd down and 3.
Well, one thing we haven't seen is the Rangers hand it to anybody in motion or do that touch pass with somebody coming across in motion in front of Everson today. That might be a good call and a good time for that one.
Well, there's no guarantee that would work either, but you just want to make them kind of beat you a different way every time as Everson will drop back to throw, loads up, goes deep downfield, had 2 guys in the neighborhood. Nobody could come up with the ball. No flags that I can see. And that'll bring up a 4th down scenario, and it looks like the Rangers are going to choose to punt it away. Jackson Garrett jogs out onto the field.
Yeah, and I thought he had some receivers underneath instead of taking that deep shot, just try and pick up the 1st down, but could not find any of those receivers. One of those guys was the tight end, Brody Williams.
If you're Everson right there, I mean, I like the, seeing what you can see, and he had 2 guys. If either one of them could have gotten to that ball, you think maybe he was thinking they would probably go for it right there, but they will punt it away. Good punt put in play by Jackson Garrett. It will hit down at about the 25 and then start taking some Ranger hops and roll dead inside the 10-yard line. That's a fantastic punt. Called it a good punt earlier. That's not an adequate enough descriptor. That was a fantastic punt. And the Rangers, Dustin, they accomplished one of the 2 things we said coming out of that last break, which was if you can't score points, at least win the field position battle and pin the Mule Riders deep. They've done that here.
Yeah, they have. And, the Mule Riders, again, still, I think, at least 1 timeout left. And as quick as they go, 2:37 is an eternity for this offense.
Now, the second side of that field position game is your defense has got to step up here. You really need a 3 and out. Quarterback carousel again as Judd Barton will take the snaps this time. 3 wideouts to the far side. Snap back to Barton. Hand off to Scales. Patiently picks his way along the line across the 10 to the 15 and then knocked down at the 20-yard line. That'll be a 1st down rush for the Mule Riders as Jarique Scales moves the chains for SAU.
Well, keep in mind the clock will not stop until under 2 minutes with those 1st downs, and then they'll reset the chains and go.
Snap back to Barton again, wants to throw this time. Back out of the backfield as Scales catches that all alone. Rangers do not go with backs out of the backfield very much this season, and they will take that one inside the 30, inside the 20 before being shoved out, but gosh, Dustin, we have seen that so many times this year where after a little bit of a delay, looks like he's going to block, a back sneaks out, and then goes unaccounted for into that secondary.
Yeah, that was a big play for Barton, and again, it's just a play right out of the flat. Scales is wide open. Initially, you thought he was gone. Good job by Cameron Lee to catch up to him and knock him out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal, though, from the 9.
That's probably one of those plays where you are really going to be missing Braden Waters today. Knocked out earlier with that targeting call, and Scales will take it across the 6 down to the 5-yard line. Goodness, the Mule Riders just flipped the field like that. 2 plays and a first down, and then a huge pickup all the way down to a second first down, which is a 1st and goal. Ball was at the 6, now at the 5. Barton will be out of the shotgun. Man in motion, right to left. Barton takes a snap, hand off to Scales. Good spin right across the line of scrimmage, and he'll take it down to the 2. Tries to attack the middle of the Rangers defense. Northwestern closes up quickly. Short gain on the play will bring up 3rd down and goal to go.
And off up the middle, he'll take it down to the
Mule Riders taking their time here.
Yeah, no, that's what you want to do, is you want to score with just as little time as you can. And if you're Southern Arkansas, not give the Rangers kind of any hope, because Northwestern still does have 3 timeouts.
Carvel Jamison, Joseph Saunders, linebacking core, everybody creeping up. Barton out of the gun, takes the snap, handoff, Scales again. He'll attack right side, hit at the goal line, spins in. Carvel Jamison with the stop, but just couldn't keep Drake Scales out of the end zone, and the Mule Riders score again. 35 seconds left to go until halftime. They are now up 34-0 on the Rangers.
Well, that's what happens when you give up the big play like that to Scales out of the backfield with the pass. And again, they just continue to lean on that rushing attack when they get inside the red zone, Matt. Just so much success for them today using the ground game.
They really are good right there at that line of scrimmage. They haven't broke, big rushing plays other than the 1 touchdown, but they can wear you down. Point after attempt is up and good. 35-0 Mule Riders over the Rangers. We'll take a break and be back. Community Bank scoreboard tells us there are 35 seconds left in the first half. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Dingall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dingall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at dingallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Fall is here, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings in Alva. Don't miss out on all the deals with their annual Veterans Day sale happening at G&G. Dining room sets, recliners, sofas, and mattresses are just some of the items on sale until November 11th. Stop by their showroom today to see all the spectacular savings happening store-wide. For listings on all their products, visit their Facebook page with daily posts, visit their website at gndhomefurnishings.com, or stop by and say hello and browse the showroom in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
J. Todd Baker puts toe to leather, and again, we'll kick this one out of the back of the end zone. Blake Jones floats to the middle of the hashes to watch and guard it going out. Rangers will have it on the touchback, first down and 10 to go from the 25.
Of course, we're 35 seconds away from our peak environment halftime show. We're going to be joined by Northwestern Oklahoma State President Dr. Bo Hannaford coming up at halftime. Looking forward to that.
Dr. Hannaford, always an exceptional representation of what the Rangers are. Love getting to hear from him.
Of course, next week, Matt, you and I are back here for Southwestern, and it's Ranger Preview Day next Saturday.
Cannot wait. Ranger Preview, always one of our fun days here on campus. All those high school seniors will be here to check out the day in the life of being a Ranger on Saturday. Snap back to Everson, hand off to Foster. Northwestern content to run the clock out here, and if we've got the ball, they can't score, I think, is the mantra, trying to get this one into the halftime locker room.
Yeah, the Rangers do not have to snap it again if they don't want to.
Play clock or game clock rolls under 20. Play clock reset to 40 seconds right now, and it has not been started. Doesn't look like the Rangers will run another play. See Coach Jones and Coach Benway and them. Yep, taking off the headsets, making their way to the locker room. So we will end the first half with the Mule Riders on top, 35-0 over the Rangers
Ladies and gentlemen, that is
on the
end of
Community
first
Bank
half.
scoreboard. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Peak Environment halftime show kicks off. You'll listen to it all right here on your home for Ranger sports. Ranger football brought to you by Holder Drug.
Looking for the best in lawn care? Peak Environment has you covered. We offer a wide range of services, including full-service mowing, weed control, Christmas light installation, and more. Peak Environment provides efficient and affordable services across Northwest Oklahoma with branches in Alva, Enid, and Woodward. Call our office today at 580-748-8003 for a free quote on any service. That's Peak Environment, 748-8003. Proud supporter of all Ranger and Gold Bug athletics.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply, or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Life happens to us when we are busy making other plans. That's why the good people at Marshall Funeral Home make it their mission to take the stress and uncertainty out of ceremonial services. Marshall Funeral Home offers traditional services, giving your loved one the care and attention they deserve. Give Marshall Funeral Home a call at 580-327-2311 or visit us online at marshallfuneralhomes.com.
Welcome back to Ranger Field here in Alva, Oklahoma, as we're at halftime. Southern Arkansas on the Community Bank scoreboard leading Northwestern 35-0 as we open up the Peak Environment halftime show. Joining us here in the booth, Northwestern Oklahoma State University President Dr. Bo Hannaford. Dr. Hannaford, appreciate you joining here at halftime.
Glad to be here, and I appreciate you having me.
Let's talk about this. I know you're going into year number 2 of being the president here at Northwestern. First question, what would Dr. Hannaford, year number 2, say to year number 1?
It just keeps going faster and faster. It's crazy to believe that had a great start of the year, but we're a month away already from ending our first semester. So it's, I guess, just I tell myself to try to keep enjoying day to day, and because it goes by pretty fast.
Certainly does. And you guys, a lot of projects that I know that are going on ever since taking over as president a year ago, and one of those being most recently, talk about the partnership with Southwestern. I know they're a big rival with us on the field, but we work together with them, and this is a big deal that we had with nursing and pharmacy.
Yeah, when I took over, I talked to a lot of the presidents and said that one thing I'd like to see is more partnerships to where we can help one another, especially in our graduate programs. And I think it's a neat partnership, especially with Southwestern. Like you said, big rival, but it's a win-win for both of us in terms of they've got a great pharmacy program. We've got a great DNP program, and so if we have some guaranteed slots in both of those, that's a good thing for both of us.
Well, I know coming up next week, we're going to have Ranger Preview. We're going to have so many students, high school students on campus, and I know price is always so important when you talk to parents and their students of where they're looking at. And this is a positive for us at Northwestern that we can talk about. No tuition increase for the 3rd year in a row for us.
Yep, we were very excited about that, and that's something that we really look at each and every year. We appreciate the funding that we did receive from the legislative group, and we're hopefully we can continue to do that, but it's getting tougher and tougher each year. But I think, the one thing we sell on getting a great education, you're going to be able to do it at an affordable rate and not go into a lot of debt when you come to Northwestern.
Well, I can tell you, I just recently had a chance to go talk to some students in Lawton last week, and when you show them the price, and they go, "Is that for a semester or a year?" And I'm like, "That's the entire year, guys." And you see their faces kind of light up, and I mean that's very, 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 very cool to be able to sell that.
It's amazing. I wish sometimes we could get more contacts. When you hear all the stories about across the nation and how students are going into debt, and I wish we could just get them all here, but. We do. We offer a great product. We have great faculty, great academic programs, and like I said, over half of our students are leaving with no debt, so that's something we ought to be proud of.
Well, we had a new addition to our athletic department with the, adding a men's track program. Talk about that and, what it's been like. I know Derek Young obviously was the women's team, has done a terrific job. He takes over the men's program, and then you guys are installing a track just a little bit south of here.
Yeah, we had our women's track has been really, really successful. They keep getting better and better every year. Of course, Jill does a great job with that program, and we thought, this is a good time. We've got a person that we felt was in a good position to take over a men's track team, and Derek's, come out of the gate and done a great job with recruiting. And one of the things we said, if we did that, we're going to have to get probably at least a practice facility, because appreciate the partnerships we have with Alva High School, and we'll still have to use that track some, but this will really allow our kids to have something a little bit closer. It's going to be a great product, and we think it's going to be done probably within this month.
Yeah, I was going to say, every time you go to soccer match, you see them hard at work on there. Of course, it's going to be just north of our soccer field. And that's not the only thing happening up around the rec park area. There's going to be some turf being put in. And I know Northwestern's softball team is going to be one of those fields that kind of gets a new look.
You bet. Again, great partnerships with the city of Alva, and I know that they came forward with a proposal and some money to try to do some things, upgrades up at the rec park, and we thought, well, if we want to be a part of that, and so we're glad that we can put a turf field in that's going to really enhance our softball program. It's going to help Cassidy go out and recruit more players, and those girls deserve that. So we're excited. Hopefully, I hope they get started pretty quick, because the season will be here before we know it. But I believe our field will be one of the first ones done.
And just recently, Northwestern, we know obviously business, education, but nursing being one of those top majors here at Northwestern. We're just, I think ranked in the top 10 in the nation as bestcolleges.com for our nursing programs affordability. That's huge.
Yeah, I think, what's exciting is, like you talked about, we're up in enrollment again for the second year in a row here, and always trying to help our critical occupations. You mentioned education. We're up in our teacher education majors almost 70%, and then we're up in nursing as well, up in business and accounting. So up in a lot of those areas, and that's good for us, and those are great programs where you're going to get good paying jobs here in Oklahoma.
And there's been, I know, some projects that have happened on our campus. We've seen some sidewalk renovations and everything going on. Talk about some of those. And I know the outdoor classroom and kind of the mall project.
Yep. Aesthetically, we want to keep up and make sure that our campus is in good shape. And we have poured some new concrete, and I think it's really changed the landscape. And, of course, we want to get some more seating out there. And then just had a meeting last week with our architect again and trying to our first bid came a little higher than we wanted, and we have to do things in budget, and so kind of going back to the drawing table, and we'll get something out, and I think it's something that we'll definitely have hopefully started this semester, but it might go into even next semester to get completed, but it's really going to help that mall area out.
Dr. Hannaford, last question for you. I know going into year number 2, what is kind of your vision as you're seeing into year 2 and then moving into year 3 next year?
Well, the one thing I always want to brag about our students. I mean, they're doing great things, not only in the classroom, but, had a successful rodeo again not too long ago. Jacob Harris just continues to win and win, which is great. This past week, a great play in War of the Worlds, great vocal concert. This morning I did a welcome for our guy, I think 21st year for Heartland Best Robotics Competition. Had 9 teams here, so again, we're bringing people into our community. Our faculty and our staff do a good job with that. We want to continue those partnerships. And then, the thing for the future, we are still in the process of getting our MBA done this year, and hopefully that's something we'll be offering here in the next year or two after we go through HLC. And I think that's the other big thing. We've got a big HLC 10-year accreditation assurance review coming up in January. So we've had a lot of people working on that for a long time, and so we'll lock that in December and hopefully have a great visit, over 3 days in January, and continue to move forward on that.
But again, a lot of exciting things happening at Northwestern. Dr. Hannaford, appreciate you joining here at halftime. I'll let you get out here and enjoy the rest of the game.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Our thanks again to Northwestern Oklahoma State President Dr. Bo Hannaford joining us here at halftime. We will take a break. More of your halftime show coming up next. This is Northwestern Football brought to you by Holder Drug right here on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When was the last time you evaluated your investment goals? With our ever-changing environment, it's time. Talk to us about locking in a high, long-term fixed interest rate and put your money to work for you. I'm Whitney Gum, and here at E&J Financial, we work with you to implement a custom plan to fit your financial goals. Call our office today at 580-327-2552 to book a complimentary financial review.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors. Cambridge and E&J Financial are not affiliated.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. It is time for the Shirley Shine Car Wash Statistical Review of the first half statistics. They are heavily in favor of SAU, folks. If you have just tuned in, the Mule Riders lead the Rangers 35-0. 9 minutes left until we kick off quarter number 3, and that's your first stat from the Shirley Shine Statistical Review of the first half. That's the Shirley Shine Car Wash. Great folks down there at Shirley Shine, happy to sponsor this statistical review. 35-0 SAU on top of Northwestern. The Mule Riders have 18 first downs in the first half of play, just 6 for the Rangers. Rushing yards look like this: 26 rushes for the Mule Riders. They have 167 yards to show for their efforts. 14 rushing attempts for the Rangers, just 41 rush yards. Pass yards, 242 for the Mule Riders, 26 for the Rangers. The Mule Riders quarterback duo between Obi Jones and Judd Barton have teamed up to be 11 of 17, no interceptions through the first half of play. Total offense, 43 plays for the Mule Riders. They have 409 total yards of offense. They fumbled the ball one time. They were able to get it back. They've got 4 penalties for 40 yards. Time of possession favors the Mule Riders. It is 16 minutes and 48 seconds for SAU, just 13 minutes and 12 seconds of possession time for the Rangers. On third down, the Mule Riders are 4 of 7, and they are 2 of 2 on fourth down. They have scored on 3 of their 4 chances from the red zone. For the Rangers, Ethan Everson has thrown the ball 13 times in the game, completed 5 passes. He's been intercepted 1 time. The Rangers have snapped the ball 27 times on offense. They have 67 yards to show for their effort. The Rangers have had to punt 3 times. They average 46, nearly 47 yards a punt. The Mule Riders have yet to punt in this game. Penalties, the Rangers have 5 penalties for 27 yards in the first half of play. They are 1 of 6 on third down and 0 of 1 on fourth down. The Rangers have not been in the Mule Riders red zone yet, so they are 0 for 0 on scores and chances in the red zone. Individual statistics for the game. Southern Arkansas led in rushing by Jarique Scales. He's run the ball 14 times, gained 88 yards, has 3 rushing touchdowns, a long of 33. He's averaging nearly 6.5 yards a carry right now. Backup halfback Caden Roach has got 9 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown for himself as well. Obi Jones is 9 of 13 on the afternoon through the air. He's got 143 pass yards, 1 touchdown, a 50-yard log on the day. And receiving for the Mule Riders, Seth Johnson leads all of SAU's receiving core, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Leading tackler for the Mule Riders right now is Brenton Hamilton. He has got 3 total tackles in the game, 1 sack, which was also a tackle for loss. Zay Woods has got 3 tackles as well. All of his have been unassisted tackles. For the Rangers, Deshaun Foster leads the rush game for the Rangers. Carried the ball 10 times for 46 yards. He's got a 16-yard long. Mason Myers has 1 carry and 2 yards. Ethan Everson, has carried the ball 3 times in the game. He has minus 7 yards to show for his effort. Through the air today, Ethan is 5 of 13, 1 interception, 26 pass yards, a long of 9. He's been sacked twice. Receivers, Braden Reichert's been targeted 3 times, pulled in 2 receptions. He's got 15 yards. Torrance Stevens has 5 targets, just 2 catches and 11 yards. Gavin Green, 1 target, 1 catch, no yards to show for his effort. Jackson Garrett has punted the ball 3 times, 140 punt yards total. Averages 47 yards a punt. His long was 52. He's got 1 punt inside the 20 that was actually inside the 10. Fantastic punting day so far from Jackson Garrett. Kick returners, Blake Jones has 1 attempted return, no yards. And in tackles, the Rangers are led by Braden Waters. He's got 9 total tackles in the game. However, I don't think he's going to get any more than that. He was ejected early in the second quarter after a targeting call caused him to have to leave the game. So Bo Foster has been Braden Waters' replacement. He is now the 2nd leading tackler for the Rangers this afternoon. 4 unassisted tackles, 1 assisted tackle, 5 total in the game for Bo Foster. Joseph Saunders has 4 tackles on the day, as does Wilson Cal. And there you have it. Take a quick look at the scoring plays. The Mule Riders have scored twice in the first quarter, 3 times in the second quarter. They have put 35 unanswered points on the Community Bank scoreboard. Those scoring plays, of course, were a 50-yard pass play from Obi Jones to Seth Johnson. Jarique Scales had a 33-yard rush for a touchdown, followed that with a 3-yard rush. Roach had a 1-yard rush, and then Scales came back and had a 2-yard rushing touchdown. Those are the 5 touchdowns for SAU so far. We'll take another break and be back. The Peak Environment halftime show rolls on next. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva.
Before you hit the road this football season to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs, be sure to stop into K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound, so let their certified technicians help with preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, tire wear, brake checks, and oil changes. So get to the game safely this fall by stopping into K&S Tire, located at 2590 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
We know how much love your pet gives you. We're Ridgeview Veterinary Hospital. We're always here for you and your pet. Ridgeview Vet Hospital provides the most comprehensive care from regular checkups to emergencies. Ridgeview Vet Hospital proudly provides veterinary services to all animals, large or small. Visit us today to let Dr. Lohman and his staff take care of your extended family, located right here in Alva, or call us to schedule your appointment at 580-327-0201. Ridgeview Vet Hospital is a proud supporter of Alva and Northwestern activities.
Keeping your car clean is an inexpensive way to protect its value. Shirley Shine Car Wash, located west of Love, offers a 6-bay self-serve car wash, including 3 truck bays. Your wash options include soap, tire cleaner, foamy brush, wax, spot-free rinse, and air chamois. And you can pay with credit, debit card, or quarters. Don't just clean the outside, clean the inside with its self-serve car vacuum. You can also clean your pet with their self-serve dog wash. Company vehicle? Be sure to ask about our fleet account. So the next time your vehicle needs rinsed or detailed, come by Shirley Shine Car Wash, located right here in Alva.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Peak Environment halftime show rolls on. We're about to jump into the keys to the second half. But, Dustin, time for one of our favorite segments of the year. What are we doing?
It is the shout-out train.
There we go. Shout-out train time. I know we've got a handful of people listening all across the radio dial. We'll start out with the Adair family listening live in Winoka, Oklahoma. Got a couple of twins back at the house that have got the game on.
And I was going to say, most people are obviously watching Bedlam and
but listening to us
There
in the background. Absolutely. Andrea Lauderdale got us tuned in with the kiddos today. Let's see, who else do we have?
I think Steve Barrows, coach, is always listening.
Coach is got it tuned in. We've heard from the coach today, Brandon Brinkley, of course, listening on his radio as well. So if you're out there and want to be included in the shout-out train, send us a text. Let us know. Rangers right now in a hole. Got some work to do in the second half as they find themselves down 35-0.
And of course, my mother always listening.
Oh, there we go. Your mom. Can't forget that one. Jesse Klein.
Yeah, Klein's. I think a lot of people downstairs
listening. Absolutely. Certainly love it. Shout-out train time, fun part of Ranger football. If you'd like to be a part of the shout-out train, like I said, just shoot me and Dustin a text. We want to know who you are, where you're listening from as we continue to crisscross the Great American Conference between Oklahoma and Arkansas. One of the more fun things we do. Well, Dustin, keys to the second half. If you're the Rangers, I guess it starts with stop the bleeding. Got to try and keep Southern Arkansas from putting any more touchdowns on the board as you attempt to crawl back into this one.
Yeah, you do. And, I mean, you've got to just, at this point, you've got to put some points up on the board. And, you know, they've really struggled. It's been some of the big plays for Southern Arkansas. And, again, the rushing attack is as good as advertised. We knew that coming in. But they've hit some big plays in a passing game. You know, they've converted on fourth down once to keep a drive alive. They ended up scoring on. But if you're Northwestern, you can just, you got to start simple and, pick up first downs and try and put some points up on the board. And the game is going to be shortened again here on Saturday. We saw this last week in Henderson. This is the third time this year, but we're going to go to 10-minute quarters in the second half.
Yeah, going to knock 5 minutes off of each quarter, so the Rangers will have even less time to crawl back into this one. It's not a full-fledged surrender, but, it's a little bit disheartening. So here we go. Southern Arkansas sent to kick the ball away. High end over end kick driven out of the back of the end zone again, and the Rangers will take over. J. Todd Baker did have a little bit of wind at his back, gusting 8 to 10 miles an hour. However, he's got a pretty good leg, too. He's been able to boot those out of the back of the end zone pretty consistently.
He does, and it's a good weapon to have against Julian Jackson, who really, Matt, he's yet to touch the football.
That definitely something that we hate to see because he is a dangerous, dangerous return man. So the offense led back out by Ethan Everson. There's always the possibility that you could see a few series from Caleb Deal when Ethan gets the start, or when Caleb gets the start, always the possibility that you could see a couple of series from Ethan.
Again, I want to thank Dr. Hannaford for joining us up here at halftime. A lot of the things to recap.
Tight formation for the Rangers. A man in motion, jet sweep. It's Torrance Stevens across the 30, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. That will be good for a Ranger first down based on the spot, and the T-man burns that defense on the near side.
Well, I said I wanted to see that play earlier in the game, and I'm glad we opened up with it here, and that's a good play call to hand it off to Stevens coming in motion, get that speed, and get him on out on the edge.
Ethan will bring the Rangers to a huddle. 1st and 10, ball is at the 35-yard line in Ranger territory. Everson under center, in tight are both wide receivers and the tight end. Torrance Stevens in motion again. This time they will fake the give, instead go to Foster, who will lose 5 yards immediately because nobody blocked right up the middle.
Yeah, that was a good play defensively. Southern Arkansas on that defensive line. Trayvon Letts made a good play and really just busted that play up. He was almost in the backfield with it, Matt.
Yeah, it would have been better to hand the ball to Stevens again because nobody had crashed that side quite yet. And when Foster got it, there was just 2 white jerseys already standing basically on his shoelaces. So the Rangers will huddle up and try again after the loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14 as offense moves the wrong direction for a play. 2 split wide to the far side. Going to be Braden Reichert. Torrance Stevens, and now a timeout will have to be taken. River Walker failed to get his wide receivers on the same page. Didn't get the right formation out there, and the Rangers have to burn a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here in Alva, Oklahoma.
Farmers are the backbone of our country, especially right here in Western Oklahoma. And we've got our farmers' backs at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. We are here to serve all needs to our farmers and ranchers with livestock loans, rural loans, real estate loans, operating loans, and of course, agribusiness loans. Serving our farmers since 1916 at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. Call or come by today and speak to one of our loan officers in Alva, Anadarko, Clinton, Elk City, Guyman, Tuttle, and Woodward.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's chicken fried steak, Don's hamburger steak, and Joe's chicken tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside the Dustin Goodnow, and of course Les Miles, our guest spotter and statistician today. Dustin, tons going on out here for the Rangers, but a miscommunication there caused them to have to burn a timeout. Didn't get the wide receivers in the appropriate formation. Now it looks like they've got it. Too wide to the far side. Snap back to Everson. Loads up, throws over the middle. Too tall for the defense, too short for Braden Reichert, and that one will bounce off the turf. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 14.
Boy, Matt, that's tough because Reichert had a step on the defensive back, and you'd like to see Everson just step into that throw and hit him on the money, and a good chance that Reichert might have scored if he's able to catch that football. But, again, just a little bit short on the pass from Everson. As you said, brings up third down and long, and where the Rangers really, really don't want to be here this afternoon, trying to get back in this football game.
Yeah, because now you have to have a play, and this one's got to go. I mean, it's even a little bit of an extended play. It's got to go 14. So wide receivers who are used to maybe that 10 or 11-yard out route got to stretch it out just a bit. Snap back to Everson. Ethan running for his life, going far side of the field. Throws one long way down the field, and that's going to be caught by Braden Reichert at the 42-yard line. What a completion, and what a throw again across his body for Ethan Everson.
Yeah, that was a great throw from Everson, and nice catch by Reichert to haul that one in as he had got away from Zay Woods. Well, a few times today we've seen our receivers kind of break away from their defensive backs, as we talked about how good Woods and Melvin Smith Jr. are.
Certainly are. Rangers now 1st and 10 in Mule Rider territory. Handoff to Foster, back to the line of scrimmage, dives forward for a yard. Couldn't move the pile much there, but did get positive yardage.
For 1 yard, it'll be
second down and 9 now upcoming. Ball will be placed down at the 42-yard line in Mule Rider territory.
Update Rangers soccer in Shawnee. They're down 2-0 late in the first half in that one against OBU.
Rangers have it on the right hash mark, 3 wide outs to the near side. Near side for us would be the left hash mark. Rangers moving right to left across your radio dial. Far side hash for the snap of the ball. They'll throw complete to Torrance Stevens. Slips a tackle across the 35-yard line down to the 33. And the Rangers almost move the chains again. Will it be enough? It is. First down, Northwestern. Good awareness right there, and a great great run after catch for Torrance Stevens. 2 wide outs to the far side, 1 man to the near side is Travis Romar. Snap back to Everson. He will throw complete into the flat far side of the field. That is completed.
Mason Myers, I believe.
Is that Mason out there? It is. Mason Myers on the grab for the Rangers.
I think his first or second grab of the season. We've seen him come in and run a little wildcat formation earlier today, but a nice grab on the screen pass and picked up positive yardage.
Yeah, had a nice little rush earlier in the day for a couple of yards. Now he's got a reception. Gavin Green split wide to the far side of the field, 2 receivers to the near side. Chance Gill and Travis Romar. They will throw complete to Gill at the 20, breaking outside. It'll be shoved out of bounds shy of the 15-yard line. And again, the Rangers move the chains. First down, Northwestern.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch from Everson that time to Chance Gill. And just right out in the flats again and getting the ball out quick is what we started for Everson to start this football game. Of course, it got away from him by halftime, but a good start here to the second half on the opening drive for the Rangers.
Certainly working out very well. Well, they'll switch things up a bit. Gavin Green, Chance Gill split to the near side. Travis Romar to the far side. Inverse of what was a play ago. Handoff up the middle to Foster, and he will rumble across the 15-yard line down to about the 14. Be a pickup of 3 on first down.
Yeah, that was a big hit by Zacchaeus Burnett. Burnett put a big hit that time, the backup defensive end on Sean Foster. Still picked up at least 3 yards, though.
Rangers will bring tight end Brody Williams in. Get to say his name, or haven't gotten to talk about him much this year. He will be lined up on the right side. 2 wide receivers to that side. Foster in the backfield with Everson. Gavin Green split wide to the near side. Snap back. Everson turns, throws immediately far side of the field. Caught by Chance Gill. Kind of stumbling as he found his feet, able to get forward for a couple.
Yeah, not much on the screen pass that time. Southern Arkansas, the stumble didn't help, but then Southern Arkansas had it covered up pretty well after Gill had caught the football, tried to go back up towards the middle of the field, and Gill Riders were right there to hold it to a short gain.
Kind of that same thing. Ball was low enough that, Gill didn't have to sprawl to catch it, but had to go down so far, caused him to stumble. Couldn't really get his feet back underneath him. Third down now upcoming for the Rangers. Snap back. Everson wants to throw. Launches one. Diving catch. Touchdown, Rangers. Torrance Stevens reels it in right at the goal line.
Terrific throw by Everson. Put a little air under that one, and nice catch from Stevens. Just go right up underneath it and haul it in right at the goal line. And a nice drive for the Rangers. You put up some points, and all of a sudden, it's 35-7.
Boy, I wish we had more time on that clock. We might crawl back into this one. Clock already down to just 3:50 left to go here in quarter number 3. Tyler Fury lined up for the point after attempt. Snap back, ball down, kick is away. Looks good, is good. Tyler Fury gives the Rangers their 7th point of the ball game. Rangers now trail 35-7, 3:50 left to go in quarter number 3 on the Community Bank scoreboard. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Alva Health and Wellness is Alva's newest healthcare option, offering a broad array of services geared to address today's most common illnesses and injuries. Alva Health and Wellness offers services for you and your child, including sickness, wellness, chronic care management, vaccinations, weight loss, and so much more. Find more information online by visiting alvahealthandwellness.com or come by and make an appointment with Jeremy Logston in person at 515 College Avenue right here in Alva.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, Les Miles spotting and a guest spotter and statistician for us this week for the Rangers. Lot going on here in Alva today, Dustin, of course, Oklahoma. Of course, it's Bedlam. And the Rangers playing right now, the 2 o'clock game. A lot of the other scores in the GAC also in progress. We'll have some score updates for you as we get a chance.
Well, maybe.
Well, possibly. Depends on the internet.
Yeah, Southern Nazarene leading Arkansas Monticello 21-7 halfway through the third.
High end-over-end kick for the Rangers taken at the 30. Return to the 35-yard line, and Melvin Smith Jr. had a bit of a bobble coming up to field that one. So Mule Riders avoid what could have been disastrous field position had he dropped that. Rangers were there ready to recover.
When he really had to run underneath it, and he initially bobbled it, Matt, and
thought it might come out there for a second. Could have been
it's one of those ones
tremendously
that
good.
You hope the kickoff coverage team is down there and may be able to hit him and jar that one loose, but
1st and 10 for the Mule Riders after a fantastic spot on that one. They will have it at the 38-yard line. 1st down and 10 in their own territory. Snap back, it's Obi Jones. He is looking. Chima Oz coming from the backside, gets there just in time. Jones able to get the ball away, but the throw knocked off of its path because of the hit from Chima.
Yeah, disrupted that throw. That was a nice play from Chima Oz. He was looking for Jakarian Lockett. He had him. If he'd had just maybe about a split second more, he completes that pass.
4 men down for the Rangers. Obi Jones will hand it off this time. It's in the hands of Roach, and he'll be hit after about a 5-yard gain, spun down to the turf. Well, that was a lot bigger of a gain than I thought. SAU does a good job of getting forward. At the point of the handoff is closer to the line of scrimmage in the backfield. Makes it look a little different sometimes. 3rd and 5 upcoming. 5 wide receiver set, empty backfield for Obi Jones. Jones will take the snap, drops back, wants to throw. Pressure coming, now he'll escape, rolling to his left. Looking downfield, throws across his body, incomplete, just shy of midfield. Bashu Delco closest to the intended target. Wasn't necessarily good coverage, just a bad throw.
Well, Jakarian Lockett upset with his quarterback that time, Obi Jones, because he was running wide open down the middle of the field, and Jones just didn't see him. If he did, a big touchdown pass right there, but missed opportunity for the Mule Riders.
Chance Gill back deep to receive. This would be the first time the Mule Riders are going to be forced to punt today, if they do, in fact, punt the ball. 4th down and 5 upcoming. Ball is at the 43-yard line in Mule Rider territory. Gill will await the punt at the 10-yard line. Heels on the 10. Wide splits for the Rangers as they will bring some pressure. Mule Riders get the punt away. Looks like it came off the side of his foot. That one travels out of bounds. Rangers should get fairly decent field position here.
Official still moving up the sidelines, the near side past the 30 up to nearly the 40-yard line. So good starting field position.
Call it the 38, 39-yard line is where the Rangers will take over. 1st and 10. Ethan Everson in the offense huddling up and now taking the field. Only 2:44 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Rangers are down 35-7. No shutout in Alva today, though. Great layout catch from Torrance Stevens. Got across the goal line, put the Rangers on the scoreboard.
Final score in Arkadelphia today, Ouachita beats Oklahoma Baptist 55-14.
Wow. That Ouachita team, they're something to be dealt with, aren't they?
They certainly are.
3 wideouts to the far side for Everson. Jashawn Foster in the backfield. He will be off center just to the left of Everson. Takes the snap, throws immediately far side flat. It's caught by Romar across the 40 to the 45, rolled up at the 46-yard line. And they'll give him the 47. Good for a gain of 8. Yep, 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Another screen pass, and again, get the ball into the hand of your playmakers, and Rangers have really done that here in the 2nd half. As you see, Romar makes the grab. Of course, we saw a lot of Torrance Stevens on the last drive.
Dangerous to the near side. You've got Stevens and Romar on the same side of the field. Everson will throw to the opposite side. That's complete to Braden Reichert, and he will scamper out of bounds across the 50-yard line. Good enough for a Ranger 1st down. Ball in Mule Rider territory now at the 48.
Yeah, another quick out again to Reichert. He's had a really good day today, and Everson continuing to get that ball out quickly.
Ball on the right hash. Everson goes to take the quick snap. Now everybody pauses, looks to the sideline. They'll signal in the final piece. 1:47 left to go in the 3rd. Everson takes the snap, quick throw, near side, complete to Torrance Stevens. Gets to the 45-yard line where he is upended. Heavy hit, but a good pickup on 1st down. Give him 7 yards, 2nd and 3 upcoming.
Well, and you saw his tight end, Brody Williams, trying to actually kind of grab him and pull him and move him forward for a little bit more, but it's a good pickup on 1st down.
2nd down and 4 for the Rangers.
Going to back him up a yard, only give him 6 instead of 7. 2nd and 4 upcoming. Snap back to Everson, throws into the flat far side. It's Stevens again. This time has his feet taken out from underneath him.
Yeah, Mekhi Davis had gotten tired of seeing a screen pass go for 6 or 7 yards. That time fought a little bit harder to get off the block of Reichert and made a terrific play at the line of scrimmage.
Third down now, Rangers. You hate to have this drive stall after having a touchdown drive the last time. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Everson directing traffic, 20 seconds on the play clock. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Nobody out wide to the far side. Foster in the backfield. Shotgun snap for the Rangers. Ball is at the 44-yard line. Everson will accept the snap at about the 50. Looking to throw, pump fake. Ethan steps up, now throws over the middle. It's complete. Chance Gill has it at the 30, to the 25, cuts outside at the 20, now to the 15, to the 10, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Big pickup and a great completion. What a find for Ethan Everson, finding Chance Gill over the middle of the field.
Certainly was, and a great run after the catch by Chance Gill to pick up even more yardage for his quarterback. And they're going to say that he stepped out at the 13, but another red zone opportunity here for the Rangers, and they can get a first down to the 3.
They're going to say he stepped out, but the clock is now running, so that will expire the third quarter of play. Rangers kind of upset with the clock, but at the same time, they took 5 minutes off of it, so not sure there's much room there. Rangers will huddle up, and when we come back, it'll be the fourth quarter. We'll have more for you. Right now, it's 35-7 on the Community Bank scoreboard. Fourth quarter upcoming. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more. Fall is here, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings in Alva. Don't miss out on all the deals with their annual Veterans Day sale happening at G&G. Dining room sets, recliners, sofas, and mattresses are just some of the items on sale until November 11th. Stop by their showroom today to see all the spectacular savings happening store-wide. For listings on all their products, visit their Facebook page with daily posts, visit their website at gnghomefurnishings.com, or stop by and say hello and browse the showroom in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
First snap of the fourth quarter, already down to 10 minutes on the clock as the Rangers will hand off to Jashawn Foster. He will carry it just shy of the 10-yard line. Pickup of a yard or two on first down. Second down and 10 upcoming. Rangers will need to get this one inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line to convert for a first down. Or they could take it right into the end zone and get touchdown number 2.
Second and 8.
Been all the way back since Arkansas Tech when the Rangers had 2 touchdowns in a single game. Everson will be out of the gun, takes the snap, looking right, now steps up, evades a couple of tacklers, gets free, and here goes Ethan Everson diving, touchdown Rangers.
How about Ethan Everson that time to evade about 3 defenders and then just kind of bursts forward and dives into the end zone. Heads up play from Everson that time, but great job to get out of, all that pressure and what it looked like it could have been a sack for Southern Arkansas. And just like that, the Rangers back-to-back touchdown drives, Matt.
Everson comes off the field. He is fired up. A couple of fist bumps and then some high fives from teammates as the Rangers have now scored 2 touchdowns. Point after attempt is on the way, nearly blocked. Looks good, is good. The Rangers have 14 points on the Community Bank scoreboard. It is 35-14, 9:07 left to go in the game. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva,
At Ignite
Oklahoma.
Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
That return of the Mac.
That is return of the Mac.
Welcome back to Ranger football. A couple of statistics for you. The Rangers have scored multiple times today. That is the fourth game this season where the Rangers have been on the board more than just a single time. Against Arkansas Monticello, the Rangers put up 24 in the opening week. Against Southern Nazarene in week 3, they scored 29. And against Arkansas Tech in week 5, they scored 21. Every other game, the Rangers have been held to a shutout or a single score, including a single score at Southeastern, which was the coolest single score of the season, Dustin. That was a 90-yard point-after attempt that was blocked and in return for a touchdown by the Rangers. Northwestern ready to get the momentum going. An onside kick in a game with a shortened clock. It'll be fielded at the 50-yard line, and now Southern Arkansas has got tremendous field position.
Well, and I said it to you in here. Nobody got to hear it. I said it in the queue, and I said, do you onside kick here? And then sure enough, Ronnie does, and Rangers obviously can't execute it, but so now Southern Arkansas, they'll trot Judd Barton back out with starting at the Ranger 49.
Ball will be positioned at the 49-yard line for SAU, just 49 yards away from another touchdown. 9:07 left to go in the game. Barton will hand off to Scales. He goes nowhere as the Rangers pin him down for a no gain. Well, they moved the stick forward a little bit. We'll give him a half yard. Well, now they move the football forward. They're going to give him a whole yard. Goodness. Nevertheless, it was a short gain. Now, Scales is going to go out of the Wildcat formation right here. Or, excuse me, that's Barton. He will throw complete over the middle of the field. Witten on the reception, and he will be balled up just shy of the 40-yard line at the 41. That looks to be very, very close to first down yardage.
Yeah, I think he's going to be about a yard shy, and that's just the second grab of the day from Witten. Saw him go to him early, but
third down and a yard to go for Barton and company out of the shotgun. Looks to take the snap. Now everybody looks to the sideline. Scales in the backfield with Barton. You'd imagine this will be a handoff to Scales. Barton takes a snap. Handoff to Scales. He will get to the 40 and stop shy of a first down. No gain on the play for Jerick Scales. And that'll bring up fourth down. Injured mule rider on the field.
Yeah, it looks like there's an offensive lineman down, but man, that was a terrific job by that defensive line to bottle that play up. And it's a big fourth down coming up for Southern Arkansas.
First down, it'll be fourth down and a long one.
Lineman for the Mule Riders looks to be holding his knee. Got a big brace on it already. So this may take just a second. We'll take an injury timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
At K&K Body Works, our goal is to make our auto body services as convenient and stress-free for our customers as possible. From minor repairs to major auto body work, we do every job with the highest level of professionalism. We have the team and the technology to address a variety of auto body needs in today's ever-changing market. So come on by today and get your free estimate at K&K Body Works, located at 301 Flynn Street, right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. 4th and 1. Barton will go out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Scales, and this time able to pick and choose his way through that defensive line of the Rangers. Slips a tackle on the left, slips a tackle on the right, forward for about 4 yards. That'll be a first down for the Mule Riders.
Yeah, it looked like the Rangers had played it well, just could not bring Scales down to the ground, and that's a big first down for Southern Arkansas, keeping the drive alive.
Barton again out of the gun, takes the snap. Handoff this time to Roach. He will be wrapped up just across the line of scrimmage. Dropped for a 3-yard loss at the left hash. Keeping everything between the tackles right now is Southern Arkansas.
Handoff to Scales.
Rangers would love to keep him out of the end zone and off of the scoreboard. A stop on this series right here might make it a questionable field goal and definitely would keep the touchdown from happening. Barton steps up, delivers a strike over the middle in and out of the hands of his intended target. It was just a touch high. Receiver did get a hand on it. That's Matthew Witten, but couldn't bring it in. Good bump by the Rangers to knock it free.
Yeah, it was, and Witten got that left paw on it and tried to bring it in a one-handed grab, but you're right, Rangers did a nice job of knocking that one out and forcing a 3rd and long.
Might have been Marshall Cry who got the final bump on that one. It was. Of course, the Rangers again playing without Braden Waters. Targeting call earlier took him out of the game. One of their leaders in the defensive backfield. And now a little bubble screen set up and read perfectly by Antoine Martin as they throw the ball to Scales. And Martin there to hit and wrap him up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th down and long for the Mule Riders.
Yeah, that's a terrific play by Martin. He blew up Scales that time on the inside screen. And he read it all the way. And we're another position here where I think if you're Southern Arkansas, you don't really have much of a choice, but you got to go for it on 4th down.
The Evan McDonald getting fiery with the Rangers sideline just a little bit ago. Now he'll be split wide to the near side. Over the top of him for the Rangers will be Jerron Burks. 4th down and long, Mule Riders going to go for it. Snap back to Barton. Wants to throw, surveys the field, pressure coming, throws a bullet. Down the middle, will they get it? They did. That was too easy. Touchdown, Mule Riders. My. Can't draw them up any better than that.
No, that's a terrific grab that time for Southern Arkansas's David Atkins, the 5'11 redshirt freshman out of Stonewall, Louisiana. And boy, Barton put that one, Matt, right on the money.
Terrific throw, terrific catch, perfectly run route. I mean, that ball was delivered exactly in stride of the wide receiver. Rangers had somebody close in coverage, but not close enough to make any difference there. And Mule Riders put on a clinic on how to throw the ball down the field with that one.
And for the deal is next.
Snap back, ball down, kick is away, looks good, is good. 42-14, excuse me. Mule Riders lead the Rangers, 5:50 left to go in the game. On the Community Bank scoreboard, we'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Southern Arkansas's backup quarterback Judd Barton throws an absolute dime to the back of the end zone. Perfect stride for his wide receiver, cutting up on a slant route right to the end zone. And, man, just great pitch and catch right there. That was just a classic example of how to get it done.
Yes, it was. And again, it came on 4th down. That was a 8-play, 50-yard drive that ended with that touchdown pass from Barton. to David Atkins.
Well, the Rangers had tried an onside kick there, so just a 49-yard drive for the Mule Riders, putting the book on that one, capped off with a touchdown. They lead 42-14 on the Community Bank scoreboard. High end-over-end kick is going to be mishandled by the Rangers. Dribble back to the 15-yard line where the Rangers will slide onto it.
Well, and Kyle Morale lost that one in the sun. You kind of saw him, trying to shade his eyes a little bit, or shade the ball or shade the sun, and, try and come up with that grab. And, boy, that one was nearly a disaster, but Morale's able to run back and recover that one all the way back to, I think, 15 or 16, Matt.
So the Rangers will start out with not so great field position, 16-yard line officially where that one's going to be marked down. Trying to see if it will be Ethan Everson lined up as a wide receiver, and Mason Myers will be taking some snaps at the QB position. One man in the backfield with Myers, fakes the give. Instead, quarterback keeper going far side. Can't quite make the corner, has to jump forward. He'll get a yard or two before he is rolled into the turf.
Yeah, not much there. Philip Jost come up and made a good stop. And that play did not have Southern Arkansas fooled, as we're going to see Mason Myers come back off the field.
Everson will instead go back to the shotgun position. Just a little wildcat formation there with Mason Myers. 5:24 left to go in the game on the Community Bank scoreboard. Snap back to Everson. Throws complete to the flat. It's Braden Reichert who reels it in at the 21-yard line. Gavin Green, who reels it in at the 23-yard line. Gets forward progress up to about the 24. And that'll bring up third down and give or take 3.
It'll bring up third down and 3.
Four-down lineman. Mule Riders showing blitz. Snap back to Everson. Lets one go. Has a man wide open downfield behind coverage. That is Braden Reichert, and he will be rolled up and stopped at about the 38-yard line. 42-yard line in Mule Rider territory.
Well, that was Braden Reichert beat the defensive back that time. That was Trevon Stacker, the backup to Deontay Barnes, and just beat him right over the middle. And Everson had to kind of throw it off his back foot a little bit.
Ball hits him in stride. It's a foot race.
Yeah, it is.
Snap back to Everson. Throws it wheel route out to Jashawn Foster across the 40, head down. Still driving. He'll be stopped shy of the 35-yard line. Good pickup by Foster on first down. We'll give him, 6?
Gain of 5.
Good pickup on first down. And nice to see the Rangers have some success again here on offense in the second half. And it does, I think, bode well for next week's matchup, of course, with Southwestern, who's being beaten 49-0 at home today.
Rangers need all the confidence they can get, need to figure out what wrinkles in the offense work a bit. Hand off to Foster again.
Southern Nazarene leading Arkansas Monticello 34-14. Of course, Ranger soccer still trailing in the second half against Oklahoma Baptist 2-0.
Texas with a big win today, 33-30 over K-State. In the fifth quarter, they got that one done.
They got lucky.
Snap back to Everson, handoff Foster. Everybody in the stadium awaiting him at the line of scrimmage. He'll go down for no gain, and fourth down is now upcoming.
There's some other, of course, big games tonight, Matt. Alabama and LSU College game day was there earlier today. That's the 6 o'clock or 6:30 game.
Tackle by Heward.
And Washington goes to play Caleb Williams and USC. That's the ABC game tonight.
2:58 left to go in this one. Prime time showdown at Alva, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everson out of the gun. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, drops back. He will now dump it out to Jashawn Foster on a little bubble screen, and that one didn't fool anybody.
No, it did not, especially Southern Arkansas's, again, Trevon Letts, who hit a big hit. He knew right where that pass was going. As Rangers tried to set up the screen, and Letts did a great job, really, just bear hugging Jashawn Foster to the ground.
So the Rangers turn it over on downs, and the Mule Riders take back over. 2:37 left to go in the game. See what the Ranger defense has in store here, and it will be Judd Barton bringing his team back out. Second consecutive series for Barton. In the backfield with him will be Arquez Gomez.
That touchdown pass by Barton on the last drive, that was his first touchdown pass of the season.
Snap back, hand off to Gomez. A little stutter step at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Pickup of, 5? Second 5 upcoming.
Yeah, if you're Southern Arkansas, expect a heavy dose of Gomez here on the ground and just run this clock out. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Hard count for Barton. Didn't get the Rangers to fall for it. They'll look to the sidelines, sign in the change. 2:07 left to go. 16 seconds on the play clock as Barton takes the snap. Handoff Gomez. Hit in the backfield. Chima Oz hanging on for dear life, waiting on some teammates to come to his aid. They finally get there, but Gomez able to drag a Ranger forward. Chima at his ankle for about 2 yards.
He did. Chima was laying on the turf and just had a hold of that ankle with 2 hands. And finally, a couple Rangers come over and help bring Gomez down. And
3rd and 3 for the Mule Riders.
probably about maybe 2 snaps left.
See if they decide to let Barton air one out. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Gomez in the backfield with him. They will not. Gomez will take it, head down, and he is going to be stopped just across the line of scrimmage. Enough for a first down, though. Drake Fain on the tackle for the Rangers.
44, Fain. Mule Riders at the 47-yard line.
Keep in mind, right after this, we'll recap everything with our McDermott Insurance post-game show coming up.
Hand off to Gomez one more time, and he will carry across the 45-yard line before finally being taken down. Pickup of 8 on first down. Second down and 2 upcoming. Clocked out under a minute.
Second and 2.
Last probably couple of plays for the Mule Riders right here. Snap back to Barton. Hand off Gomez. Again, head forward. Good strong run here from Gomez as he will get to the 41-yard line. Good enough for another Mule Rider first down. That will temporarily stop the clock while the chains reset. Umpire hasn't quite set the ball ready for play, but the clock operator has triggered the seconds to start ticking again. Snap back to Barton. Handoff Gomez. Tackle made just across the line of scrimmage again by the Rangers.
Hand off to Gomez. The tackle by Hughes.
20 seconds left to go in the game. Hughes on the stop for the Rangers.
Gain of 4.
Last play upcoming. Snap back to Barton. Hand off Gomez. And Carvel Jamison gets back there. No, it's not Jamison. Who is that? I want to get that one properly corrected. That's going to be Eric Hunter, who will spin down the ball carrier. And that'll do it. Clock expires. It's 42-14. Mule Riders come away with a victory here at Ranger Field. We'll take a break and be back to kick off the McDermott and Associate McDermott Insurance post-game show. You'll listen to it all right here on your home for Ranger Football 105.7.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
With winter right around the corner, Holder Drug in Alva wants to remind you about vaccinations this year. Right now, Holder Drug is giving immunizations for the flu, COVID, RSV, shingles, and pneumonia. Stop in today to schedule your appointment. Christmas Open House begins November 11th, and the 13th begins our 12 Days of Christmas sales, including an annual gift with a gift purchase. As always, free deliveries with your medications and prescriptions, and specials happening at our fountain. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Time for our McDermott Insurance post-game show to kick off, and we'll start out with the Shirley Shine Car Wash review of the game statistics. I believe that I've got the individual performers right here, Dustin, if you want to start off for Southern Arkansas.
Starting with Southern Arkansas, Jarek Scales goes for 95 yards today. Did have 3 touchdowns, a long of 33. Roach goes for 67 and a touchdown, and then Gomez with 27. Obi Jones with 22. Only 22 yards today, probably a season low for Obi Jones, but he got it done through the air. Threw for 143 yards and a touchdown. Barton was 5 of 9, 137 and a touchdown. Scales was the leading receiver with 97 yards. Of course, that one that went for 72. Johnson had 86, Witten with 33, Wagner with 25, and Atkins with 33. Schreiner only punted once today just for 19 yards. Didn't have to really use him much today. And again, that's look at your statistics for Southern Arkansas. Hayden Nitz did miss his 1 field goal attempt back in the first quarter. J. Todd Baker, 7 kickoffs, averaged about 54 of those, and again, 4 of the 7 ended up being touchbacks today for the Mule Riders.
J. Todd Baker certainly got a workout in that game. Leading off for the Rangers in the rushing category, Deshaun Foster had a big game as far as carries go. 17 carries today, near a season high for him. 61 yards, 60 yards of rushing. Long was 16 today, averaged 3.5 yards a carry. Nobody else really did a great job running the ball, so the majority of the work done by Foster. Passing Ethan Everson today, 19 of 28 with 1 interception, 181 pass yards, 1 touchdown, a long of 31. He was sacked twice. Torrance Stevens was targeted 9 times, came up with 6 grabs, had 39 yards. Braden Reichert had 7 targets and 5 catches, 72 yards for Braden. Chance Gill, 3 targets, 3 catches, 42 yards for Chance Gill. Torrance Stevens also had that 1 receiving touchdown. Good layout along the goal line, able to push the ball across. Punting, Jackson Garrett got his work in today. 3 punts, 140 total punt yards, averaged nearly 47 yards a punt, a long of 52, had 1 punt inside the 10-yard line. No kickoff returns today, really, for anyone. Blake Jones had 1, but no yards to show for it. And then all-purpose yards, Braden Reichert had 72 on the day. Torrance Stevens, 39. Chance Gill, 42. And that'll wrap up information for the Rangers. We'll take a break. When we get back, time to hand out some hardware. It'll be the Northwest Electric Defensive Player of the Game and your K&K Bodyworks Offensive Player of the Game. You'll listen to it all right here on the McDermott Insurance post-game show on your home for Ranger football, KRDR 105.7.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities. Since 1916, they have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
When was the last time you evaluated your investment goals? With our ever-changing environment, it's time. Talk to us about locking in a high, long-term fixed interest rate and put your money to work for you. I'm Whitney Gum, and here at E&J Financial, we work with you to implement a custom plan to fit your financial goals. Call our office today at 580-327-2552 to book a complimentary financial review.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors. Cambridge and E&J Financial are not affiliated.
Before you hit the road this football season to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs, be sure to stop into K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound. So let their certified technicians help with preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, tire wear, brake checks, and oil changes. So get to the game safely this fall by stopping into K&S Tire, located at 2590 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Welcome back live to the McDermott Insurance Post-Game Show. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Time to hand out some hardware. First up, the K&K Bodyworks Offensive Player of the game. Dustin, a couple of guys to look at here. Torrance Stevens had a really good game, picked up a touchdown, which he's not had many of this season, been a little banged up, and the offense has just been having some really difficult struggles getting the ball moving. But today, Torrance makes a couple of great grabs, has 40 yards to show for his effort, plus a nice layout grab for the touchdown, but hard to ignore another guy on the team, and that's Ethan Everson, who closed out the day with a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and really kind of provided the spark that got what little bit of offensive production we had going.
Yeah, he certainly did. Again, one touchdown, one pick, but it was 19 of 28, so almost 68% of his passes. It was sacked twice today, but that was very early on in this game. And Rangers, again, he let him out in those two scoring drives to start the second half. So I think you got to go with a guy like Ethan Everson with the two touchdowns he accounted for.
Without a doubt, Ethan Everson earns his first Player of the Game award. He is the K&K Bodyworks Offensive Player of the Game for the Rangers. Big shout out to K&K Bodyworks and their continued support of Ranger football. Now for the Northwest Electric Defensive Player of the afternoon, a couple of guys to choose from. One of them in the conversation is Braden Waters, who was having a terrific game. 9 tackles in the amount of time that he got to play in the first half. Braden Waters missed, I think, about the back half of the second quarter following a targeting penalty that took place in the end zone, and his removal, his disqualification, and those targeting penalties are held up. Player has to leave the game. So Braden only got in a little less than half a day's work, but had 9 tackles for the Rangers. However, a guy with 8 tackles that really stepped up in the second half in the absence of Braden Waters is going to be our Northwest Electric Defensive Player of the game. Dustin, do the intros for us.
Joseph Saunders. He was terrific today, I thought, defensively for the Rangers, and we've seen him play more and more snaps this season at that linebacker spot. So we got to go with a guy like Joseph Saunders. I thought he played really well today at that spot for the Rangers.
Joe is a big-time guy, had a big-time game, and certainly a great young man. Got a chance to meet Joe a few different times this year. He's done some work for some of the offices that we work in, and really like him. Congratulations, Joseph Saunders, on being the Northwest Electric Defensive Player of the game. Well, the final time out for the McDermott Insurance post-game show coming up right now. When we get back, we'll put a cap on this one and give you just a little preview of what's coming to town next week. And I got to tell you, it's ugly. Keep it right here. You're listening to the Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Hope Pregnancy Center is now open in Alva. We are training our nurse manager and need pregnant women for a free ultrasound and special gift. If you are 6 to 20 weeks pregnant, please call 580-327-9091 today. Our services include free and confidential pregnancy testing, ultrasound, options education, and resources. Schedule your appointment with Hope Pregnancy Center at 580-327-9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091. 9091
Life happens to us when we are busy making other plans. That's why the good people at Marshall Funeral Home make it their mission to take the stress and uncertainty out of ceremonial services. Marshall Funeral Home offers traditional services, giving your loved one the care and attention they deserve. Give Marshall Funeral Home a call at 580-327-2311 or visit us online at marshallfuneralhomes.com.
At Ignite Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. The McDermott Insurance post-game show rolling on. Rangers get rolled today 42-14 against Southern Arkansas University. SAU, a team on the rise, though. Dustin, Northwestern really struggling in this transitional season. New head coach Ronnie Jones bringing in his program, and in the first year, off to a little bit of a late start, really hasn't been able to get the wheels on the wagon quite yet. We see improvements in certain things week to week, but just hasn't been able to put it together for the big W yet. However, the chances have never been better. Then there'll be a week from today right here at Ranger Field. Number one, it's Ranger Preview, so any of you high school seniors out there in the listening area, make sure that you come on down for Ranger Preview on the campus of Northwestern. It will kick off at 10 a.m. Doors open at about 9:30 in Percival Fieldhouse. Make your way to the gymnasium right there in the center of campus. Get registered, take a little tour of campus, get your application, scholarship application, all done that day at no cost. You'll receive a $600 scholarship just for coming to Ranger Preview and checking out Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Tremendously strong university when it comes to academics and job placement, things like that. In fact, we heard President Bo Hannaford talking about some of the tremendous programs here at Northwestern and the low-cost educations you can pick up as a Ranger. Now, once Ranger Preview is over, you and your family will be given a wristband that will get all of you into the football game for free, where the Rangers face the winless Bulldogs from Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Dustin, the way the conference silo schedule sets up, only one team can be undefeated and only one team can be winless. It will either be Northwestern or Southwestern, as they will basically play for the bottom of the barrel Super Bowl right here at Ranger Field next week.
They will, and again, it's going to be one of those matchups, and it's hard to predict how that game is going to go. We've seen the struggles with Southwestern offensively. We know they're going to be playing a defensive back who did play quarterback in high school, but came to Southwestern as a defensive back. He's been inserted. Sean Shelby is the starting quarterback. So anxious to see what they do offensively, because they've had their struggles. They've got a pretty decent defense at times, I think, but they've been on the field so much this season, a lot like the Rangers have. But the biggest question mark is going to be who wants to be here and who wants to be in this game and play in this game, because that's really hard to get yourselves up at 0-10 for both teams. So I don't think it's going to come down to say who the better football team is, but it's going to be who wants to go out with a victory and not finish 0-11 on the season.
Absolutely. That last little bit of football drive you've got left into you after a season when you're winless, it's bound to have taken its toll on that motivation tank. But one of these two teams will walk away with at least one win this season. We'll decide it next week right here at Ranger Field.
We will. And, of course, next week you and I will be talking with Ranger head football coach Ronnie Jones. Don't miss that at 818 on Wednesday. We'll talk about the Alva Goldbugs on Thursday. Of course, they'll be in the playoffs next Friday to take on Chandler. So we'll have that game. Craig Kilman and Chris Ruwalt. Northwestern basketball also gets started next Friday, Matt. Rangers will be on the road in Tahlequah for that MIAA Great American Conference Challenge. I know that'll be exciting for both teams getting their season started. They'll be up there for a couple of games. And then the home opener the following week, Northwestern open up on Tuesday and Wednesday with non-conference opponents. So a lot happening. It always does. It's always a busy time with that crossover. You've got preview, coming up Saturday. You've still got football, basketball starting. So a lot of things happening here in Alva and with Northwestern.
Going to be a good time. Certainly hope to see all those seniors and your families right here a week from today for Ranger Preview. Like I said, it starts at 10 a.m. in Percival Fieldhouse. Walk-ins are more than welcome. So come check out what the Rangers do and what they can do for you as a college student. For all of us here on the broadcast, our guest spotter and statistician Les Miles, our color commentator Dustin Goodnow, I'm Matt Adair saying thanks for tuning in and good night, Ranger Nation.